man.
What's
So
up,
good.
Swamp?
What's up, everybody? You may notice that our co-hosts aren't here tonight, and that's because they're faking gay. And you
Big
be sure to
fake, big
let them
gay.
know that. Let them know that in the Discord. Say, hey, Mitch, you're fake. Hey, Rob, you're
You're
gay.
gay.
What's going on, Josh? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Tim, how was your Christmas? Since the other two losers aren't here.
Yeah, it was pretty good, man. I didn't buy any of the presents, so it's every year it's just a big surprise for me as it is for the kids because the wife goes shopping, and so I get to see all of the gifts that Santa brought.
Uh-huh.
And so yeah, I had a good time. What about you?
I had a very similar year. Just like, wow, look at what Santa got. That's crazy.
Right.
I don't know where that came from. Holy shit, how did they afford that?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Santa going broke this year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep fucking with my camera there. Hey, Josh got a new microphone. Look at that, man.
Ooh, look at me, new
Upgrade,
microphone.
upgrading before Mitch.
Mm.
He always gets yelled at for having the bad mic. Like when Top was on, Top was like, "Why don't you take your podcast seriously and get a real fucking mic?" And he still hasn't done it. That was
Ah!
that was 3 years ago.
3 years ago, and we're still here. I mean, he isn't even showing up to the podcast.
He's lying,
so, I mean,
bro. He's lying.
God bless Mitch. He's getting some Caribbean booty tonight, allegedly. Let's see how he does. Allegedly, I hope whoever he's fucking right now sees this and like completely like cockblocks the shit out of him as a result. So
Yeah.
good luck, Mitch. You're gonna need it out there.
You're gonna have to refer her to the David Fight episode and educate her about the Southern Negro, and then see
that Southern Negra.
No, man. This is gonna be like an interest. I think you and I just having a conversation to be good. I got some stories and stuff. There's all kinds of crazy shit that's been happening. But yeah, I kind of just want to start like, what do you? There's a lot of people doing like recaps over the year.
Mhm.
Like what the craziest story was, what the most whatever that was,
And all of that shit's gay as fuck.
yeah. What did you think? Why? Are
You
you
know, I was
saying
about
like
to
their
say-
choice was bad, or yeah?
No, because everybody all does these like year in review shit of like, oh, this happened and that happened. Nobody gives a fuck about 90% of that shit. So let's just cut to the good shit. Tim, what's your highlight from 2024? Could be
My
the
highlight?
show, could be culture, could be whatever you want it to be. But what was the highlight of 2024?
Fuck.
You know what the answer really is deep down. Search your soul.
Oh, do
you know
I?
it's true. You
Oh,
know
was
what
it-
it is. What the highlight of 2024 was?
I mean, doing the election night stream was pretty crazy. Having Trump win, is that what you're gonna say? I mean,
I was
don't
gonna
know.
say Trump almost getting shot in Pennsylvania
That was
was
crazy.
the highlight. That was
crazy.
that shit
I don't
was
know,
the
man.
gift that
Yeah,
was the
like-
gift that kept on giving. That was like confirmation. Like, yeah, Trump's winning the election.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I figured it was in the bag after that point, but you really just didn't know because they could fucking steal it. So that was like in any other cycle, like even in 2020, I would have said like, oh yeah, it's fucking over, dude. It's over. Like the cheating aspect, although it was always present, would not have even crossed my mind. But after 2020, it's like, well, fuck, they shot at him. Why not steal it?
Yeah, like you gotta kind of steal it at this point. Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the biggest story, right? And then attached to that, there's still no answer on what the fuck went wrong or how it happened. We're still getting the sloped roof bullshit. We're still getting all that other crap. I'm still not totally convinced that it was an inside job to say, but there's a lot of evidence that can point that way, and you still have no answer on what happened there. But you could say the same thing too about the Epstein case. You still ain't got no fucking answers on that. You say, yeah, the assassination attempt definitely a big part. I don't know, man. Like the most exciting part of the year. I don't know, like going through the conventions was pretty cool, and like just Hulkamania. We were watching a clip of that earlier. Like just some crazy shit that happens. So I don't know. What do y'all think, chat? But I don't know. What is that going to be your answer? The assassination story?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you could cut the music on, but I can barely hear you over it.
I can hear it in the background, but I turned it off. Is it still off?
No, it's on. It's off now. I couldn't
Oh,
do
okay.
like I don't
Okay.
it's still even with the new system, it's still
All right. Well,
overwhelming at times. But yeah, like
yeah.
highlight of the year, if it wasn't Trump dodging a bullet, literally, like I don't know
Yeah.
what that highlight was. Like what was the biggest news? Like what was the biggest thing that happened outside of Trump getting shot
Hold
at? Not
on.
once but twice, and at least one time we know he dodged a bullet. Like that photo of him in front of the American flag is going to be iconic. It's
Hang
going to go
on.
in our kids' history books. People are going to learn about that shit 50 years from now. Like this was some like
I Yeah, I don't know who this is, and so we're gonna find out.
we're going to find
It
out.
says
Hello,
Jim.
Tim.
Oh, it says Jim Crosby.
Hello,
Jim
What
Tim.
Crosby.
the fuck? What's up, Mitch? You stupid fuck.
What? No, Tim. This is like your long lost brother, Jim.
Oh, okay. What's up, Jim? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I thought I'd call in. I got your info off the dark web, and I
Oh,
thought I'd
okay.
pop in and say hello to my long lost brother.
Oh, okay. Well, you owe me $20.
Oh man,
you son
Tim,
of
you're
a
running
bitch.
into a Josh situation. You got a long lost 23andMe family member here.
Yeah,
That happened to you too? My God, small world.
that motherfucker owes me $20.
Oh shit, Jim, pay your brother $20. You owe him. You fucking.
You're gonna have to
cheapskate.
come up to New Hampshire to get it, buddy.
New Hampshire.
Oh, he's in New
Yeah, I moved up
Hampshire.
there.
Oh, so
Yeah.
he's gay too. That's horrible,
Yeah,
Tim.
there ain't nothing but steers and queers in New Hampshire. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Nice.
man, it's better than living down there in that hot ass state you're down there.
Why
Do
does he
you know?
sound like he's like a hillbilly? Like he's
I
from
know,
Alabama.
right?
Well, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not sophisticated like my big brother.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
So now you're my
sophisticated,
little
Tim.
brother. Okay, first long lost. Now you're my little brother.
Yeah, long lost little brother. We're getting more details as we go, boys. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Jim,
Yeah.
can you turn your camera on so we can all for the
Yeah,
for the
I wanna
world to
see-
see?
Did you get
Once again, I'm sorry I don't have money like my big hotshot brother here.
You know, if you took this podcast seriously, Jim, you could be like your big hotshot brother Tim here. You just need a microphone and
Yeah.
a camera. I'm just saying.
All right.
Let's
Well-
see the dark web.
The dark web. Tim, you
Well,
let
what?
your
You thought I was
going
going to go get that information to track you down from the government?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're a Fed.
Fed, fed.
You know, man, I thought I'd come in here and surprise my older brother.
Nope.
He's
You
like,
surprised me for sure. I didn't know.
Yeah, you were surprising, all right.
I sent the link out to Leighton and a few others, and so when you said Jim Crosby, I said I don't know who the fuck that is.
We don't know who Jim Crosby is. We're going to find out.
and
Yeah.
now you finally met him. You reunited at last here on New Year's Eve.
Uh-huh.
I'm choking
So-
up, man. I really am. I wish you could see me, but I'll have to get a camera or something. Maybe you can send me a camera or something. You're rich, right?
You want me to send you a camera? When my daughter says that, she means a picture. Do you want me to send you a picture? These nuts? No, I'm just-
Jim.
I can't keep you on like this. If you're coming on, come on.
Yeah, you got to come on if you're going to come on.
Oh,
my
damn.
gosh.
Can't keep me on like that. Well, goddamn, brother.
Has
I don't
his
even know
date
what to
ended?
say.
His
No.
date ended. No, he never
he's still
had a
fucking
date.
he's still fucking his sister. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. You hear that accent?
Well, yeah, I mean, what else do you want me? I'm at least glad that I learned I was adopted, so it made it a little less weird.
That made it less weird to fuck
That
your
made it
sister
less
because
weird.
I mean, come on. Like, at least it's not blood related.
I guess.
I mean, when I tracked you down, I listened to some of your show. From what I understand, you have a guy on here who fucks his stepsister regularly.
Yeah, and we make fun of him. So you would
Yeah.
like to be made fun of too. You have a shame kink. Is that what I'm hearing from you, Jim?
Shame kink. Disgrace kink.
Hey, don't kink shame me.
Degradation kink.
No, it's not kink shaming. It's a shame kink. I'm acknowledging your kink.
Yeah, we're
Don't
letting you
shame
know
my
we-
kink shame. Shame kink.
You don't even know what you're talking about right now, Jim. You might want to go take a nap and sober up and come back when you're ready.
Hey, man, the moonshine is really good up here.
No, it ain't. Don't
In New
lie to me.
Hampshire?
Yeah, you don't know about New Hampshire moonshine?
No.
I mean,
No,
we're all a
New
bunch of
Hampshire's
inbred
fake.
idiots up here.
And it's gay.
Isn't New Hampshire next to
Exactly,
that-
it's very
next-
gay.
It's next to that other made up place, Ohio.
Yeah, it's near Ohio. I heard.
Oh, please. We all know Ohio isn't real.
Yeah. Speaking of
Yeah.
Israel.
Speaking of not real.
All right. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Uh,
Jim, what was the biggest story of the year, Jim?
Biggest story of the year, huh? I mean, who shot Trump?
Okay, so you're going the
See,
same
everybody
one.
knows
Yeah.
it's who.
Hey, everyone said
Yeah.
Trump. I feel like that's a big thing of the year.
Yeah.
Trump. If we want to talk LP shit, Tim, then yeah, convention was the most interesting thing that happened this year. Like,
Yeah.
what else was a big story in the LP outside of convention?
Angela made $600,000.
$850,000. Look, this number goes up every fucking chance I get on the internet.
It does.
Damn, that's a lot of money there.
I know.
I ain't never seen that much money.
This sounds like the band and Bucks all over again that I still never got. Like, Angela made $1 million. Yeah. Adrian Malagon's making money.
Oh, yeah?
Like, everybody's making... Yeah, apparently everybody's getting in on this except us out here, guys.
Oh, fuck,
the swamp has missed the boat on the dirty, corrupt, political, dark money that goes on in politics to the tune of trillions of dollars a year, and people are mad that the LP is trying to get a small sliver of that very big pie. So, I mean... Yeah, bad Angela McArdle making money, doing work, like working for a living here. Horrible. God damn it, Angela, you should just resign. You're just making money, doing things like working for a living. That's horrible. You shouldn't work for a living. You got to be on welfare like the other LP losers and these fucking povertarians.
Yeah. I like pie.
You're so stupid.
Oh my God. Can we be done with this gimmick now?
Jim needs to bring Mitch on. Pull him out of your ass.
Jim, hang up and go bring Mitch back, you fucking loser.
Yeah.
Get a camera and come back.
Maybe someday I will, but until then, I will.
Bye, Jim. Go tell Mitch to get his ass on here and stop being a fucking Elmo.
All right, let's see. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if that was the plan all along, because he didn't tell us. So if that was the plan all along, that was a good plan. He should have came on with a costume. That would have made it better.
That would have been way better. I would have laughed. I would have been like, that's fucking funny.
Yeah, man. There's a video somewhere. Somebody can try to track it down. I made back when Borderlands 3 was coming out, give you a time frame to look in. I made a comedy video about Rufus. And Rufus was complaining that everybody, because this was back when the Epic Steam launcher was first coming around, and then Borderlands 3 said they were going to be exclusive on that, and everybody said they weren't going to buy Borderlands 3 because it was on this is type A nerd shit, okay? Everybody, everybody was complaining about that. So I made this comedy skit video where I stood out behind the train tracks and was drinking my beer. Like, you all think it's funny? Gonna complain about Epic Games because they ain't got no features. I got your features right here. And I had a mullet and the whole thing. And that's how you should have showed up, because that would have been a good shit.
Oh, man.
Horrible. You did not plan this out, Mitch.
You
had this planned out for weeks. You were talking to me about it. I thought there was going to be something way better.
Oh, he told you?
I'm not only disappointed, but I'm hurt.
What?
Not outside where everybody can see it on this podcast tonight, but deep down where it really counts.
What did I miss? I come in late.
I'm devastated. No, don't play this bullshit with me. You know what I missed?
No, I seriously have no idea what you're talking about.
You know, it's a good game, Mitch, and I appreciate the troll. I really do.
The gym,
but don't do this shit. Don't
listen. What? Okay, tell me. What am I missing? What am I missing here, guys? You're really making me nervous. What the fuck is going on?
Okay. All right. Mitch is having a split personality
disorder. We're
disorder.
Gonna move along because Mitch got temporary retardation in his
Hey,
fucking
Mitch,
cerebral
what was
cortex.
the biggest story of the year?
Yeah, Mitch, the biggest story of the
trial.
year.
Oh, the Pocky Chip trial.
The Pocky Chip trial. Okay.
Yeah,
Pocky Chip. Oh shit! Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that did give us the hot Mitch meme.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. For this show, that was definitely one of the big.
Yeah, that was a highlight of this show for sure. Was the Pocky Chip trial.
Yeah.
between Mitch's hotness and Leighton's Jewiness and
Your Judas.
I wasn't gonna do this here. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go on. Do it here.
I was gonna
Do
say
it now.
I'm going to. It's gonna take a second to pull it up though, because
Do it now. Do it now.
Real Swamp Cat. Because I was gonna say I was sending y'all messages when I was rewatching it, but it is so fucking hilarious when Mitch finally has to eat that chip.
I think I've watched that 50 million times. I can just get bored at work. I just pull that up and rewatch Mitch eating the chip for shits and giggles.
Yeah, here I'm gonna roll it back just a little bit.
All in on that chip eating, Mitch.
It was good.
I wasn't gonna half-ass it.
Well, good.
We appreciate it. No, it was a great Rocky Chip challenge. You did an excellent job. It was entertaining. It was highlight worthy.
Hey, Happy New Year, chat. We're gonna take a drink and we're going to check this out here. There it is, right there. This was the moment in the trial. There's so many good moments in this. I got to make a highlight reel at some point, but this was the moment here.
As a reminder to you that our actions have consequences.
Oh yeah, I was reading the
even
Dave
if we
Smith
do not
letter.
Feel their impact directly. Sleep well tonight, Dave, because Mitch will not. With love, the Swamp Creatures.
It sounds like Dave was the one that went on trial.
That was.
Well, it's his fault.
Yeah.
So
there
you go.
So, real quickly before I take this too, I just want to say I kind of expected him not to run, and I purposely wanted to do this, and it just sounded really fucking fun. And
eat the chip, pussy.
While at Young Americans for Liberty,
he's filibustering. We should have just yelled at him. Filibuster.
I talked with a certain.
Look at me in there, like just nigga, eat the chip, pussy.
TJ Brown, good guy.
Yeah. Eat the chip and let's get it over with.
Holy fuck! I decided to ask him. Rewind a little bit. Hypothetically, let's say.
Rewind what?
Just a little bit. I said something. I want to hear it again.
Okay, you were listening to yourself. Okay.
I was listening to everything. I thought Josh said "eat the chip, pussy" in the video.
No.
While at Young Americans for Liberty Revolution over the weekend, or convention, where the fuck they're calling it now, I talked with a certain Liberty lawyer
just talking about your conversation.
While at
some
dinner,
rando buying time.
Good guy, great guy. And while we're just bullshitting over dinner, I decided to ask him, hypothetically, let's say someone made a bet like this, and the excuse was that
I thought I accidentally
Dave
called
Smith,
him TJ Brown.
He's running for president of the Legion of Skanks.
Oh, no.
TJ Brown is an anarcho-fascist.
He told me that would
not the guy I was thinking of.
It would be a clear misdirect based on what I knew people.
Shit. Sorry,
what
TJ Roberts.
People would
My
think
bad.
based on the initial thing, and he said I'd be absolutely fucked if somehow you guys got Dave to take the stand. So I'm not gonna lie, I was actually
you thought
legitimately
Morrow was
worried.
going to be Dave.
I was legitimately like, oh fuck,
I
did
really
Rob
was.
somehow find a way to
Because
pull
like
this
you
off?
said
I was trying,
something
dude.
that
That's
made
why
me...
I sent him the letter. I was hoping he'd respond.
I was with
I
Robbie.
saw him at Rev.
I was with.
All right, hang on. We want to see Mitch. I don't care about
My
your story
argument
times.
worked.
Just fast forward, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, fast
I
forward.
caught that.
fast.
Yeah, eat that chip.
He said, "Oh shit."
I'm just cringing watching this happen.
I don't know.
He's like, watch, it's gonna start hitting.
Of course it. I know it's probably stale. It's like 3 years old.
Is it stale?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How is the seasoning?
That face.
He's like,
See, my big disappointment was it didn't even taste good.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
He gone.
God.
All right, there's that part, and then there's the part where Mitch comes back.
Yeah.
Where Mitch comes back was the bet.
Yeah,
I
was
was
the
dry heaving, and then I didn't vomit. And then,
Bring it back. Bring it back. Here we go. Here we go.
This is the part that really got me, though.
This is
Right here.
Y'all have a good night.
You too, man. See ya. I saw.
And we
Mitch
bring
come
it back
by
to
with a
an
gallon of
empty
milk.
chair. Like this
Where
was
did he go?
perfect
Oh
timing.
my god.
Yeah.
So. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Okay.
he's back.
He's got his
Mitch,
milk.
no,
Sit down, sit down,
Sit
sit down.
down. Sit.
Headphones.
Oh,
He's
he's
dying.
I'm gonna die.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh shit.
Ladies
My
and
eyes
gentlemen,
were watering, my
entertainment
no- my-
value.
I
There's, like,
understand that
mucus
you need to
coming
get
all
milk
over
and
my-
do whatever. Grab a Publix bag. We can't have you off camera.
You gotta be on camera.
Jesus
be on
Christ, the
camera for
redness.
Wait for it. How you doing, bud?
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh.
Oh, hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot.
A question from the chat. Did you swallow?
Did you swallow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're quitters. Mitch ain't no bitch.
That's right. Yeah, I think that's a good point, Josh. I don't think we.
clearing out my sinuses. I'll give it that.
Yeah, I will. We have to give Mitch some credit here. You know, since the beginning of the show, we've been teasing Mitch and saying Mitch the bitch and all these sorts of things.
Yep.
He followed through.
He
It
did.
took some pushing, but he followed through.
The milk doesn't take it away. It goes away for a split second and then it returns.
I love how much-
You gotta hold the milk in your mouth.
You just gotta ride the pain.
All right, now we make him laugh, so he spits it out.
Bastards.
Yeah, I don't remember. There was something where you said like, something about your ass. I can't remember.
Probably something about it going to be like more painful going
It
out than
was-
coming in.
It was so.
Which shockingly it wasn't.
that was I
Like,
highlight.
I was expecting a lot worse in the morning.
No, I think the Mitch eating the chip was a better highlight for the year than Trump getting shot at. The whole thing.
For our show,
Like
yes.
everyone's gonna say Trump. getting
In
shot.
American pop culture, no.
Well, fuck them. They don't know what they're missing. That was
they're
great.
missing out.
There
One
was a
day,
whole-
Mitch's Pocky Chip Challenge will be the viral.
Oh,
hit of
that
the year.
reminds me. We should use this as an opportunity. When we got the verdict from his Junus, there was a challenge laid out. Here we go.
Defendant
Oh,
him
yes,
off
the
for
election.
whatever reason.
I will say on behalf of the show.
Really?
I don't want to say.
I
telling you that
think
this could
I have
happen
a
twice.
solution.
However,
I
we are
I have a
not.
final solution.
Okay.
And this is very simple.
He's Jewish. He's Jewish. He can say that.
Rob's so
He's
nervous.
Jewish. He can say that.
He can't
What
say
I'm
Right,
gonna
he's
say-
like, oh, it
what
was
I'm
my
going to
job.
say is that doesn't
He's
mean
like
that we're
he's
not
still
looking to
playing
further
lawyer.
Pocky chip challenges, but for the purposes of this trial, fuck you, eat the chip.
Yeah.
Well, I think Tim is on to something there as far as future Pocky Chips challenges go. And so what my verdict is going to be is this. I will find that Mitch, according to the evidence, is 100% guilty here. You put it all in writing. But I will also find
Yep.
that because of the pure negligence and repeated refusal
called us
to
all
stick
out.
to the rules of the show that has transpired against pretty much everybody who has been on this show, as somebody who's clipped it, I could say it is across the board. So what I am going to find is that a second chip must be procured, and at the convention in Rapid,
Mhm.
the chat of this show, come that night, will get to vote on what person who is on the stream will be eating that chip.
There you go.
So it is technically possible that Mitch will have to eat 2 Pocky Chips.
It is
But it's
possible.
also possible that it
Vote
could be
Mitch,
any one
vote
of you.
Mitch.
I want to call a
So it's
timeout
an
real quick
election.
here to address
Yeah.
something here.
No, I mean
We have an
we're pretty
election.
much done with it, but yeah.
No, and that's excellent because that's a great
Yeah.
segue. Is I want everybody here in the chat for future propriety as you're watching this show sometime, whenever it may be in the future here, is that Leighton said the chat gets to decide, number one,
Right. Yep.
but more importantly, anybody who was on the show in Grand Rapids.
Oh, I see where you're going here. Okay.
It could be anyone we get on the show. It could technically by our holy high Junus's decision and verdict, we could legitimately have anybody who utters a sentence on this show. It could be me. It could be Mitch again. It could be Tim. It could be Spike Cohen. It could be Joe Jorgensen. Charles Bailey. Dr. Rectenwald.
Could you imagine
Scott Horton.
Charles
Lou
Bailey?
Perez.
The Impeccable Ron Paul, even maybe Thomas Massey.
God.
We could
You're
have
gonna kill him.
anybody eat this Pocky chip on this show. That's what I'm. Look, if we kill Ron Paul on our show, will we not be the biggest Liberty show of all time? Everybody's gonna want to see what happened. Like, I don't want to kill Ron Paul on our show, but if he did, like, that would be a hell of a fucking excuse. How many retards tuned in when he had the stroke on his own show just to see it happen, like assholes?
Here, hang on. I'm gonna replay that portion here.
Yeah, play it again.
The second chip
Dose
must be procured. And at the convention, Grand Rapids, the chat of this show that night
on that night
vote on what person who is on the stream will be eating that chip.
Okay,
one person on the stream who would be eating that chip.
Yeah.
One person. This chat that night will get the vote. Any person on this stream has to eat the chip. That's got to be our warning to anybody who's coming on this show in Grand Rapids is, hey, would you be okay with eating a Pocky chip? Because now you're eligible to eat a Pocky chip.
Eligible.
You're eligible.
They'll have to be like a segment because we're gonna do like a whole convention like watch along type deal.
Yo.
So that's gonna be like they're all third party candidates.
We should third party candidates. It's not a nomination convention.
No. What I'm saying is like they're basically third party candidates to all of us.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
yeah, that would be fun.
Spike Cohen eating a Pocky chip. I'm just
bro. yeah. I think it's going to be one of the hosts. I think it's going to be one of the hosts, and I think over the next year, especially the following year, but maybe towards the end of this coming year, you're going to start seeing some campaign videos. I think it's going to happen, and the creatures may start campaigning against one another, or they may form coalitions or factions, if you will, against others. And yeah, we're going to make a whole thing out of it. It's going to be fucking crazy. And maybe a good preview to that will be the LPF convention here in 6 months, because that could be we could do something there too. We can't do Pocky because we're already doing that, so we got to come up with something else. But yeah, I think that could be fun too. You want to buy a taser? Let's buy a taser.
Really easy
look out like
how many watts do you want? I used to own a 1.6 million watt taser.
Watts don't kill you, amps do, so I'm fine.
Yeah, exactly. I was told the watts don't kill you, the volts do.
I thought it was the amps. Hold on. What kills? Amps or watts or volts? Question mark.
I'm sure we have an electrician or somebody smart in our chat that's already like, these guys are fucking morons.
Electricity can be dangerous. The factors that contribute to the danger are volts, amps, and watts. Voltage is the electrical pressure. Amps are the current. Okay, for instance, the current of 75 milliamps can disrupt the heart. 200 milliamps can stop it entirely. Oh, shit. Voltage, it is necessary to drive the current, but it is not the direct cause of injury or death. So volts are out. And as far as watts, watts represent the rate at which energy is transferred and is calculated by multiplying volts and amps. While it is a measure of power, it is not directly responsible. So the amps, the milliamps. So anything under 75 milliamps, and we won't stop our hearts. The average person, at least. Yeah, we're going to die.
Yeah, somebody's going to die, and we're going to get in.
Oh, my gosh.
We're going to need release forms.
Yeah, we got to come up with something, though. We got to have some kind of like contest, competition, main event at the LPF convention. It's going to be, we'll have to brainstorm about that. Yeah, we'll brainstorm about it over poker.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, because hearing that shit and some other things I'll tell you guys off air, yeah, that's not a good idea for me.
No. Yeah, I don't want to.
We're gonna zap your ass, Mitch.
Yeah.
I've been zapped before. My buddy Blade zapped me with a fucking taser a long time ago. So it's happened before.
Y'all ready to watch Mitch die live on stream? That's what we're gonna do. Apparently, we're gonna kill Mitch on stream if we tase him.
Well, the 100th episode was called "The Death of Mitch Connor." So
yeah, he's like, "Don't tase me, bro."
So episode 200 could be the real death of Mitch Connor.
The actual death of Mitch Connor.
The literal starving artist dies live on stream.
Turn that into a Pornhub fucking show.
Yeah, right. No, man. So did you guys see some of the stuff? Oh, Leighton is on his way. Okay, so we can
cool.
consult his Junus
Okay.
about what we should do for LPF stuff. But anyway, did you guys see that X made some big announcements of what's coming? I'm going to see if I can find a story about it. But do you guys know what I'm referencing?
I do not, but while you're finding that, it just dawned on
Yeah.
me. Before we talked about paintballs that had what's it called, pepper spray in it. Remember those?
Oh yeah, that could be cool.
Yeah, that was one. Yeah.
Just light someone up with pepper ball fucking
Face the
paintballs.
wall. Well, don't face away from the wall.
Yeah, I wonder.
Turn and face the wall and put your ass out so we can shoot it.
I wonder if you can get a pepper spray shot that goes in those like little mosquito guns. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you mean like
yeah.
the salt
God.
shotgun?
Yeah, the salt
Hang on,
shotgun.
hang on.
Yeah, he's got one. So
He's
if you can
definitely
put
got it. Of
if you
course
can
Mitch
put
has one.
if you could put pepper spray balls in those, that might be an answer right there. Because pepper
You
spray.
know,
I mean,
why don't we
like,
just shoot each other with rubber bullets at this point? Fuck it.
yeah,
Turn
why
down
not?
for what?
I've got a Red
Beanbag
Rider.
rounds in the shotgun.
I've got a Red Rider BB gun. We could shoot each other with that. Anything about like under 10 feet kind of hurts a lot. Over 10 feet, not so much.
Gonna shoot your eye out like that, kid.
Yeah. Well, here, he's grabbing his thing, but
Oh,
here's the first one. X Corp introduces X money for 2025.
I saw that. I don't really like. This is what I'm talking about when people are like, oh, there's no incentive to do like their own cryptocurrency. Then why the fuck is everybody doing their own cryptocurrency? Because there is an incentive.
It's not that though. There's people that are trying to push him to make some kind of X coin or whatever. And it's Elon. He probably fucking will. But that's not the purpose of it. Like Elon got his start or one of his big starts in PayPal. And so that's what it's going to be. It's X money is going to be like another PayPal, Zelle, Venmo sort of thing.
Where you
Didn't
can just
Elon
basically
have
store
something to do
money
with
and
PayPal?
transfer it around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Him and Peter Thiel and a bunch of other people, they're the ones that were behind PayPal and introducing it. And so like this is kind of like a returning to his roots and getting X money. But if you remember when Elon bought X, he said it was going to be the app for everything.
Everything.
Right. And so money, that's a big portion of everything.
So far X has money, articles,
there's
now
more.
a revenue system, AI. So yeah, he's definitely trying to keep up with that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's also a jobs board on X.
The other one that he was going to do, I don't see a thing for it, and I'm too zoomed in to search for real. But it was X Media. They're going to create X TV. They're going to have like their own network on
we
X.
already got. It's basically what X is. Like you just go on there and you scroll through your feed, and there's tons of shit. Just like
Tons of porn bots.
I mean, yeah, but tons of crypto bots too. But like, I mean, there's a ton of news. There's a ton of like shit going on. Like some of it's fucking obviously fake and really gay, but like a lot of it's just like, oh, I didn't know this. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, let me jump down that rabbit hole. And yeah, some of this is bullshit, but a lot of this makes me question some things.
The other day on X, I found some Houthi guy going on some long rant about death to America. X is a crazy place.
Yeah, this is the CEO of X, Linda, whatever the fuck, and this is her
Pull
saying.
up again.
Okay.
Smash or pass? I would
Would.
smash. Absolutely.
Oh, would.
There you go.
Absolutely would.
Absolutely. There we go, boys. Like
She gives me the same vibes as that girl from the AT&T commercial.
Who's subscribing to this hoe? That's what I want to know.
There's one subscription. Bro, come on. What the fuck? Here, that's who subscribes to her. Kekis Maximus.
Kekis Maximus.
Oh, that's Elon. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Wait, why did he change his name to Kekis Maximus?
Probably a troll. Because there's a rumor going around right now that Elon has a burner account. So he probably just changed it to fuck with people.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but he's also like basically is like controlling the whole MAGA movement right now from the shadows. Like, if anybody was Kekius Maximus, it's definitely
It's him,
Elon right
yeah.
now.
What do
And
y'all
the
think
fact
about
that he is sporting the name of Kekistan shows me that he supports the
Bro.
plight of the green people of Kekistan.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll drown out all the normies.
Unelected shadow president. Crazy.
My most desired
Libertarianism
flag,
winning in 2025 into 2025. Crazy.
the only flag I've ever wanted to buy is the Gadsden flag until I saw the Kekistani flag. And then I was like, I gotta have it. I need it.
So
Maybe, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I will say on the topic of flags, more
Mhm.
things are coming from 1776 soon.
Okay.
Are
Leighton.
they? Hurry
What's
the
I
up?
will
fuck
have
up.
the Kekistan. We will raise the flag of Kekistan once more.
Leighton, what's up, buddy?
Good. My voice still is not 100%. I kind of got sick after Christmas, and I've
Ooh.
been like
What?
the last 3 days. I've been very like weird. It's like like I'll have energy boosts, and then I'll have like a solid hour of just like
You
this
gotta,
shit sucks.
yeah,
Like,
you gotta
it's
put
been
some
weird.
coke in your meth, and it'll really
I
kick it up a
know,
notch.
yeah. Can't get that mix just right, you know.
No, man. Hey, we were
I'm
talking.
feeling better.
I don't know. I guess we can circle back to that. I don't know. I'm not Elon
Go
Musk
on.
running the Trump stuff. Patrick Bet David screwed me up because he put it in my mind first that they were going to split each other on that. Like that people who were anti-Trump or anti-Elon were going to try to create this scenario where Elon's running the show. I'm not sold that Elon's running the show. I think he definitely has influence, but Trump's going to do what Trump's going to do. He's always
Yeah.
been that way. So I'm not sure anyone's pulling it. You're just on for the ride.
Is that evident though? Because I mean, Elon Musk just came out in favor of the H-1B visas, and then
But Trump's
literally-
always
But-
been. Trump's
Yeah,
always
but-
been in favor.
But
of it.
no, I would sort of press against that a bit. I saw multiple posts from Trump from his old Twitter and from old Truth Social specifically dogging on H-1B visas. So
Yeah.
he clearly has had takes on these completely opposite to Elon's before.
And
Kekius Maximus.
so, Kekius Maximus, but also, if Trump has changed his opinion on that, I don't really mind because 2024 Trump is what I like better. So I don't know. That's just
No.
my opinion. I have no problem with
Let-
H-1B visas or
let
whatever.
me spin y'all.
I'm with Elon on this one. I don't give a fuck.
Let me spin
I
y'all
have a bit of an
conspiracy.
issue with him.
Yeah.
let
I'm
me
ready.
spin y'all
right.
conspiracy web real quick here. Mitch,
Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I'm letting y'all. I'm little dramatic pause here, but Mitch, Hoppianism. Let me ask you a question real quick.
What?
In Hoppa, democracy is the god that failed.
Correct.
Why does Hoppa talk about monarchism being better or
You can kill the king.
more liberty-minded than a democracy? Go ahead, real quick. I'm going somewhere with this. I promise.
No,
Okay.
no, I gotcha. I actually don't know where you're going, so just please.
He can kill the king. I'll answer it.
Yeah,
so you can
kill
kill the
the
king.
Okay,
king.
thank
Yeah.
you, Tim.
Yeah.
You can kill exactly. Anytime you can kill the king and replace the king with a new king if you don't like what you're seeing here. Let me circle back around to you, Mitch. Here, Machiavellianism. When you're
Okay, Machiavelli.
somebody who's a Machiavellian, do you want to be the king or the prince, or do you want to influence and direct the prince?
You want to influence him so you're not the target.
Bingo.
Yeah.
This is easy. I haven't read either of these
Thank
people.
you.
I've read The
Tim,
Prince.
thank you.
That's
I'm
why I'm
asking Mitch
thinking.
because, like,
Yeah.
I've
for
read The
somebody who
Prince.
tells me to read
Like-
so many fucking books, you are the most ignorant fuck I've ever
The
met.
problem with here's the problem with Democracy, the God That Failed. I read the abridged version, which is only like
Uh-huh.
a short little fucking thing from the Mises Institute.
Mitch, it
The
doesn't
whole
matter
fucking
if you
thing
read it.
is a
It
massive.
doesn't matter if you read it or not. The fact, as long as you understand the overarching concept, is that democracy bad, and that's why Hoppe, like, people love to hit on Hoppe for, oh, he's a monarchist. He wants to
Yeah, no, those are the
institute
things that I like
monarchy.
about him.
Like, yeah, like if people actually like stop artistically focusing in on like, oh well, Hopper said this and Hopper said that. Actually focus on like the actual red philosophy. It makes perfect sense because yes, when you break it down in a philosophical sense, yes, having a king is a lot more liberty-minded than having a democracy. Because in a democracy, it's a lot harder to make change. In a monarchy, it's very easy to make change. You just have to either defeat the king and get rid of the king and replace with the king you like. Or if you can't do that, then you influence the king. Hey, how can I get close enough to the king where he believes what I'm saying and does what I'm telling him to do? And this is a situation where Elon is being smart enough to stay out of the gunfire because shit, Trump's been shot at twice now by 2 different ass niggas. So like, obviously people want to kill these motherfuckers who think like this. But Elon knows constitutionally he cannot be the president. He's never going to be able to be president. And he probably does. Like, that autistic fucking ass brain of his is going, I can do this better than Donald Trump.
What is that? Have you figured out this? Like, it's blurry because it won't do it.
No, it won't focus.
Who the hell's that?
Read it. What does it say?
It's Mike Johnson. It's Mike Johnson.
It's
Mike
Johnson,
on
Elon, and Trump on the plane.
That's Mike Johnson on Trump Force One with Trump and Elon. Big thumbs up, like, ha, ha, you fucking loser libertarians and liberty Republicans. I got this nigga's nose. Like, that's exactly, like, that's Machiavellianism there, boys and girls.
Yeah.
That's not giving a fuck about what anybody thinks of you. That's not caring about what the public fucking opinion is.
That is why I like Elon. That is why I'm not in favor of the monarch, but I am kind of pro-autocrat, so...
But Mike Johnson's a shitbag. So, like,
no shit.
The question for me becomes is, like, what is Elon getting out of all this past the fact that he's getting a bunch of, like... Yeah, but, like...
He doubled his wealth since Trump...
Well, enter why I have an issue with H-1B visas and this whole argument to begin with. So... the problem with Elon, and the reason I have an issue with where he's going as a position he has as far as government persuasion or whatever Machiavellian perspective you want to have on it. My perspective is this is pretty obvious why he's put himself in this position. This is a financial decision, as a longevity decision. He's looking at it like a business person. I think Sam Hyde is right in his message to Elon he put out where he says he's looking at the human... Yeah. He's looking at Americans like numbers. He's not looking at them as people because that's what the progressive mind virus does to people. And whether you like it or not, that's what Elon is under. He's very much steeped in that environment. He's no different than the people who are all in the World Economic Forum and all those people. He's been in the same clubs, done the same things, funded the same shit. He, they're all in bed with Peter Thiel to a certain extent. And he has a financial interest at this point with the H-1B visa issue, for instance, because it gets him very cheap, replaceable labor. The way that I see the visa system here, and I know this very intimately because of Alaska, because we have, in my town, we have a visa program that we bring in younger people, college-age people from other states and give them positions here in the city during the summer. And it's the same exact system. So it's a similar system, but different type of visa. But the way
they're specifically college age to rural parts of Alaska so that they can fucking repopulate the country.
No, a lot of them end up married to guys over here, though. That doesn't come happening.
Both the men and the women who come in, Alaska's just hurting for gay people, apparently.
But my point to all this is that he is funding, presidential election, right? So he funds Trump getting elected in the first place. So that's his money going into the campaign. He's now in this position where he will have sway over Trump. One of the things that I think he's trying to sway is this H-1B issue, because just like Vivek, this is a situation that makes him and his companies not millions, billions. Of dollars. Right. And not billions once, but billions every year in perpetuity until he's fucking dead and his company no longer exists and this program no longer exists. So it's actually very obvious why he's doing this to me. And it's not a virtuous thing. This isn't I like Indian, I want these guys to have all the jobs. From my understanding,
it's more
Indian
self-interest.
People make up somewhere around 70% of all the H-1Bs that are given out.
Well,
so it seems to me like there's some sort of scam going on there, unless we're all going to sit here and say that the Indian population that is submitting to those H-1B visas are dominantly more able to do these jobs or are dominantly more intelligent than anybody from, say, Indonesia or
So what are the jobs in
Peru
question?
or any other random place I could name off.
What are the jobs in
the ones he's talking
question?
about are like tech jobs or like programming and like those kinds of things. But look here, you mentioned it. I haven't watched this yet. It's part of a longer video. Yeah, it's part of a longer video, a 45-minute video, something like that. This is only a minute of it, but I think this is probably the relevant part. So I want to play it because, yeah, just so we know what.
We have to stop playing pretend. We're not talking about exceptional Indians here. And that's why this is sort of spreading like wildfire, people sharing these H-1B lists of what the jobs are. You are not in Calcutta scouting for the next Indian Einstein. You're not. We have to make it to outer space and invent new computers. Let's get to India and get the next Nikola Tesla. That's not what's happening. We're talking about people at fucking gas stations. You bring them over, you put them in a fucking gas station, and then we'll go around all the gas stations in the USA and find the next genius. Well, what if he's not in India? What if he's working at a gas station in North Carolina? He might be there. We don't know. Why don't we bring everybody here and then we can look for everybody? That's actually a fucking genius idea. We bring fucking everybody here and then, like a needle in a haystack, we find the one man who can invent electrical computer. That sounds fucking retarded and it's not true. You have to at least say that the H-1B program is being scammed. If you don't admit that, then as far as like any type of discussion that goes anywhere is concerned, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, and that kind of goes to your point. Like, I feel like he's saying.
I just sent you a clip on Discord. Yeah, that's a great one to play too.
Oh,
that's
Tim Dillon. Okay, it's gonna be
the
funny.
Saint Tim Dillon. Saint Dillon.
There you go. Here, let's see if it works like this. No, damn it, it's not gonna work. Is this a clip that's on Twitter somewhere or something?
No, but I can
upload it.
I can send it to you on Twitter.
Yeah, do
I'll
that.
Send it to you on the Swamp Creatures account.
Yeah, do that just because it'll be easier to open up on the stream. But yeah, no, I feel like that's part of the point you were making. I think there's a lot of truth to that. I think there's another aspect to this that doesn't get mentioned enough, and it's just that the reason why we're outsourcing all of this labor is not because the talent doesn't exist here. It's because the talent is too expensive here. We have minimum wage laws, regulations, all these other kinds of benefits that have to be provided by government regulation. All those kinds of reasons are why we have to outsource. It's not that there's not people here that aren't willing to work. It's that the people that are here willing to work want too damn much.
And the thing that the right is struggling with, I think the MAGA people are struggling with, is that the reality is that the Peter Thiels of the world, the other supporters of Trump, including Musk, support all those outside conditions that have caused the situation that created this H-1B system and this this
paid
other,
maternity leave. Why not?
stuff.
We believe in that. That's good. Yeah, because then we can just bring the guy from India who doesn't need it.
It's the progressive push of moving the needle forward that has caused this mess in the first place. And this is not a left-right argument. This is a just factual state. Like, to me, that's a fact. That's the situation we're in. This is a sliding, whatever you want to refer to it as. The graph is going to show that as the progressive movement moved forward, these things incrementally took over different thought communities within the culture until they dominated their own little sphere.
I got the I have the Tim Dillon thing, but Josh, did you want to say something? And then we can go to Mitch too.
I mean, Leighton kind of hit it on the head here. Like, this isn't about like they're the best and the brightest. It's that they're the cheapest. This is a race to the bottom for corporate companies. Like, you don't see some mom and pop startup with like 5 people looking for H-1B immigrants here. That's a great point. This is for the big corporate oligarchical corporations. This is for the Microsofts of the world, for the Cisco companies, Apples. Yeah, they're bringing over, like, I love how, like, AP, like Aaron Peterson's kind of been like, like, we need to start businesses to bring over Pajit, not go work for Pajit. But the reality is people want Pajit here because what he does and what he brings to the table, he's gonna ask for like maybe $65,000-$70,000 American here before taxes. Where that same American doing that exact same things, doesn't matter the race, doesn't matter ethnicity.
I think the average for coding was $41,000 a year.
That's crazy cheap. But they're all going to be replaced by AI, so fuck them.
But that's what I'm saying.
The thing
here,
is, they're the
that,
ones designing the AI. Too.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying here. The people
Only
in America,
I can fix. You must hire me 41K. I fix for you.
So
yeah, they do
here's the good news
41K.
with
Americans do 120K. Who are you gonna hire if you're a business, guys? Like, let's be real
of course.
here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna hire I'm gonna have fucking 3 of the 41K guys, save myself and then tell the Americans that you can go fuck off and go start your own fucking startup that's gonna fail in 3 years and you're gonna lose fucking money and go bankrupt. I don't care. Like, I got all these cheap fucking Indians. I got Pajit, Rajad, and fucking Habib are gonna come in here and fucking fix my tech. The fuck am I gonna pay you $120,000 a year for? I get 3 of them for $120,000 a year.
This is another good point. You know, ain't never seen no trans Indian. You don't have to deal with all these HR complaints. They don't give a fuck.
And that's another thing that, honest to God,
look at where you're bringing them to. The quality of life is so much fucking better than where they came from. I saw it on, like, yo, dead ass seriously, because fucking Twitter's great like this. Go pull up India on Google Maps. Drop a pin anywhere in that fucking country and do a 360 view of it. If you see trash, you lose. Find me somewhere. When you don't find trash, screenshot it and send it to me. I want to know where that's at. Because that whole country's just devoured, like, piled up with trash. Everywhere on the street, if there's a human being living there, there's trash just fucking piled up. They shit in the fucking street. There are men gang rape women on fucking buses and in public places. Right. And you want to bring these people over here? Like...
Here, you want to play the India?
Yeah, let's play it. Let's do it,
play
Tim.
PO India.
Let's play PU India.
Josh is going to make us all so pro-Pakistani by the end of this.
You're goddamn right.
Here, let's go to Nagapur.
Nagapur. Okay, there we go.
Here, I'm just
drop a pin anywhere, Tim.
Yeah,
I want to hit a street view.
We're almost there.
Yeah, hit a street view, Tim.
Yeah.
No, I need the street view. Like you gotta do
the there is no street view. India. Hold on.
No, go down the bottom right hand corner. Bottom right hand corner. You missed it. Bottom right hand corner.
I see it.
There we go. Go around.
I'm looking for the poop.
God damn.
I'm looking for the poop. Oh my god, dude.
Wait. Do we have it?
What's that right there?
It's fucking trash piled up in the fucking corner.
Trash, that's for sure.
I don't know. It looked like a massive dump. Oh, hi, guy. Did you just take a shit?
Like, look at this. This shit looks like our worst city streets, and this is probably one of their nicer areas of their city.
There's so many.
Wait, what's that right there? Like, right in the middle in that fucking median.
This?
No, scroll up. Like, up. Like, in the median. Like, where the box is at in the back.
Sorry. Yeah.
Wow, look, more trash.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we lost that one. Hold on. I want to do it. Best 2 out of 3. Okay. You know, India's not that bad. It's got to be cool. It looks like a beautiful country. Maybe, you know, Nagapur is let's go to Odisha. Huh? That looks pretty neat.
What's like the tourist capital? I feel like that's your
probably
station.
Bangladesh, like New Delhi or some shit.
All right, this is some country road, huh? Some country road out here.
Okay, that's not too bad. It just looks like the countryside.
Country roads, take me home.
That man's like, my brother programmed you.
Whoa, pull over. Like, yo, is that a Mercedes Benz out in the...
That there?
West New Delhi.
No, it says Suzuki.
Suzuki. Wow, they still got Suzukis over there? That's crazy.
Yeah, you see the S? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What was the?
Like, I'm talking cities, Tim.
Yeah, I know. What was the? What was
not
the
country?
No, what was the tourist place you guys said?
I was like maybe Calcutta or some shit because they keep bringing up Calcutta. Like, you're not going to Calcutta. Like,
how the fuck do you even spell that?
I don't know. K-A-L. Just put K-A-L in there. God
Isn't
damn.
Qatar another country?
There it is. Calcutta, West Bengal, India.
Oh, Calcutta. Sorry.
There we go, boys.
All right, we're in the city limits. Oh, look, we got to go around this, whatever this memorial is. Okay.
Wow. That just, like, not even...
Bro,
Yeah.
God damn.
My
This
niggas,
is
come on.
Hamas.
Come on.
Gaza?
there
This
was-
shit looks like Camden on the fucking weekend.
This is West
It's
New
Froyo
It looks like
land.
Kensington, Philadelphia with the without the dope zombies. Yeah, look at this shit.
Bro, it said Froyo land is up here. What's happening?
Froyo
shit.
land?
Froyo.
Yeah, get you some
My
Froyo.
Froyo
Froyo
land.
land. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Play
That's-
you should
Shout out
play
my
that
Froyo
Tim
land.
Dillon
They
clip.
scoop
It
the
will,
Froyo out with their bare, dirty hands and just scoop it into the fucking
It's
cone.
gonna be a perfect cherry on the top for this.
all right, let me go to it. Where's your
Like
message?
Tim, you're just making my point way better. Like
I
look at
know,
this
that's why I
dirty
wanted
ass
to
street,
do
and
it.
You got this Froyo place, like.
I love it. It's great, dude.
But this
We're
is
just-
what I'm saying here. We're not like we're bringing people in from like fucking China and
Dude,
India.
El Barfo in the chat is saying everywhere I went to in New York smelled like piss.
Yeah,
That's
we'll-
my
we'll
experience
play
in
the-
Seattle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll play
that's
the,
like
we'll
that,
play
but
the
that's-
shit game.
But imagine that's like your entire country is New York City.
Yeah,
That's
no.
India.
Yeah, we'll play the shit
That's
game
why they
with
love
New
New York
and LA.
City. They're like, oh, New York City's so great. I'm like, yeah, because it smells like your
It's
country.
a little bit less shit.
Little bit less trash.
Here, let's see
I
what this is.
predicted this. More movies like Whiplash, fewer reruns of Friends, more math tutoring, fewer sleepovers, more weekend science competitions, fewer Saturday morning cartoons, more books, less TV, more creating, less chilling. How about more white people, less Indians? How about that? How about more white people, less Indians? Indians didn't come to this country. No offense. But if we're going to critique the country, how about more people that actually came to the country and fought in those wars? Was there a lot of Indians that fought in the Civil War? I'm confused. I just don't know.
Well,
I mean, Indians didn't come to this country just after everything that was apparently important to this motherfucker here. Like,
Sounds like a racist point, but it's actually not. It's been made by people like Tucker Carlson and Ann Coulter.
who are also
and if they're
racist.
racist, then I'm racist. No one's racist no more.
why does he sound like Opie
But
and
it's my
Anthony?
point. I
It's
understand
great.
what you're saying.
It's perfect.
I wasn't a fan
That's
of Friends.
the
I liked
balance we
Frasier.
needed in the force.
Yeah.
Anthony Cubia's racism mixed with Opie's retardation. You get Tim Dillon. It's actually perfect.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's pretty good, man. Here, we're gonna play the "Where's the Shit" game.
All right, yeah, New York is an easy one. Just choose anything in fucking Manhattan in your game.
In Manhattan? Come on, that's
Yeah.
the nice area. That's where Trump is.
No, Manhattan is what like rich white people want you to think is nice for a city. It's
All right,
fuck.
hang on, let me-
That whole fucking New York is just an entire shithole. Don't look in Long Island.
No, I'm going Manhattan.
Brooklyn is Long Island.
I'm
Don't let people lie to you.
unsophisticated. I don't know where it is, so it's Midtown Manhattan. Here we go.
Yeah,
Just
there
drop.
you go.
Just-
It's gonna. I've been there before. I've actually been right there before.
I'm
I've sold drugs there, actually.
Okay, I'm not seeing a lot of shit. I'm seeing a lot of people, shit people maybe.
Yeah, this is Central Park, bro. That ain't real New York.
I thought Central Park's where people get raped. That's what I heard.
You know, some
Well-
random Canadian tourists might have had some.
Well,
Some
this is
acid sold to
Manhattan.
them
Okay,
there, but
so
I'm not
did I
going
pick
into
the wrong
that.
part of Manhattan? Because right now India is looking
Yeah, look,
real
there's
shit.
a Whole Foods market there. There's too many white people around. Tim, you got to go somewhere to like the hood part. Go to Harlem.
Where are we at?
Go to Harlem.
Yeah. Okay. Go to Harlem. Okay. You're just saying. Okay. Harlem.
You're just saying that because you're racist. You're goddamn
No,
right.
I didn't say it. No, I didn't say it. Okay, that
You're
looks
saying
like a
it 'cause
park.
you're
I'm not
racist.
going there. I'm going over here.
Go to Harlem.
Oh, what is this? That's a you don't belong here. It's not your neighborhood, guy. Look, is this what you have to deal with in New York?
Oh yeah, bro. Those are the worst types of people in New York.
He looks
Long
like an ass.
hair, wannabe fucking like hipster bike kids on fucking motor scooters. Look at him.
He sucks.
Stereotype.
Yeah, he's
We all
definitely
hate
full of
that
soy
guy.
and fucking homo.
I'm not seeing any shit though. Okay, so Harlem's a fail. You know.
How
all
about
right,
Borough
New York
Park?
City, nicer than fucking India.
hold on. We're gonna go to
Okay,
Los
how about we try
Angeles.
Chicago?
Let's try Kensington, Philadelphia.
God damn
Okay,
it.
There's a very few amount of people who will know why saying Borough Park is funny and why looking there would be funny.
Okay, you're tempting me really hard. I
know that's
go
better
to
than
LA
anything
now.
we were thinking of.
All right, I'm going to Glendale. I recognize that from the raps. That
doesn't look like the Glendale I know. That ain't
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
Okay,
There
this is
no
going to be
shit,
a
though.
perfect. Okay, this
Glendale
would be a
is
perfect
nice,
vice versa,
Tim.
though.
Glendale, California is like where the rich white people live in Los Angeles.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they make fun
You
of
gotta
them.
go to Compton, my son.
Yeah. That's
Inglewood,
where I sold
Watts.
my fake gun. Here.
Do
this
Borough Park or Williamsburg?
No, we're dropping right in the middle of Compton.
Compton, yeah, even Compton looking nice nowadays. Like,
Oh, we're looking at California.
Kendrick Lamar
now.
put some money into the city
Fucking
again.
New York still.
Listen, man, I'm not seeing as much shit as I saw in India. India's
That's what
a
I'm
trash
saying. You gotta
country.
go to Philly, Kensington,
gotta-
bro. I'll go to Camden. I'll show you fucking
Oh, I
burnt
know
out whole
Camden.
streets.
I feel like there's somewhere in Little Haiti in Miami.
Oh, there you go. Florida.
That might
We're
be
gonna
another
shoot
one,
in
Little
Florida.
Haiti.
Camden, New Jersey. There you go. Just
Borough
drop something.
Park is
you
adjacent
dropped it
to
in
the
the no, you
largest
can't drop it in the
Hasidic
central
Jewish
of Camden.
community in New York.
You gotta drop it in
That's
like
why it would
South
be funny.
Camden
It's where all the Hasidic
or
Jews
Kensington.
live.
Like I say,
It
Kensington,
looks the
Philadelphia.
same.
Like, see where 42 is? Drop it right near 42. Or just go to
Somewhere
Kensington.
over here.
Kensington's easy. Or North Philly in general.
All right, I'm seeing more people.
This is not Kensington. This is the nice part. This is Center City.
Everywhere I go is nice. It's all too nice.
Kensington. Kensington.
That's what I typed in. What you can? It says it right there. Kensington. It's
There you
this
go,
whole
zoom it
area.
in.
North Korea.
Drop it
Yeah,
in
like
Kensington.
Just somewhere over here.
On Broad Street in Kensington.
North Korea is probably gonna have like the most
Kensington,
beautiful
where's Broad
streets.
Street?
That's probably pretty good right there, right where you're at.
Right here by the Huntington.
Well, it
All right,
did
I
not
found some
disappoint.
trash.
Yeah,
I found some
yeah.
trash.
I told you.
Yeah, that was
Trash.
fast.
Keep doing the zoom. We'll see some dope zombies eventually if we go up the road. This is definitely like like fucking dope zombie villain.
Yeah, you
Kensington.
hang out under
Like
the
a dope
bridge.
zombie area.
Yeah, I'm dead ass serious. We go up part. Yeah, like zoom in there. Yeah, dope
I thought-
zombies. There we go. There's Kensington for real. That's how Kensington. Like this is where I came from. Like people are like, oh, do you know how bad it is here? I'm like, you know where the fuck I came from? Like dope zombies. Dope zombies
We
everywhere.
have dope zombies in Alaska, and they do
Where
that
are
on the
the dope
side of the
zombies?
road and
Where
winter.
are they?
Yes,
Where
but
are
there
they?
is a phenomenal
We're
amount
playing
of
GeoGuessr,
dope
boys.
zombies
Everybody
in
take
Kensington.
a drink. Where in Alaska do the dope zombies live?
Anchorage, Alaska.
Go to
Anchorage. Let's go
Anchorage.
to Anchorage, Tim. Is India better or worse than Anchorage,
So-
Alaska?
Go
I don't know,
go to Mountain View in
So,
Anchorage. Anchorage,
If we're
Mountain
talking
Alaska,
about
View.
Mountain
the
View.
difference between Alaskan dope zombies and Philly dope
I lived
zombies,
in Mountain View.
I feel like the difference is going to be like the difference in size between a black bear and a polar bear. If you've never seen a polar bear, is fucking gigantic compared to a black bear.
This is your town. East, west. Where am I going?
These are going to be like dope
you
zombies
know
on
what?
steroids.
Drop at the intersection where the Red Apple supermarket is. See if you could find exactly where that's at, because that's like the center drive where everybody hangs out for Mountain View. And it's the ghetto supermarket, and there's a pawn shop right next to it.
There you go, Tim.
Yes, that's it. That's the Salvation Army. There's a Salvation
Yo, zoom
Army.
in on that lady in her car. I want to see if
Yeah, we
she's
got
doped
this
out.
whole lady didn't do shit.
The lady's
okay?
like, I don't want to be on here. Don't take a picture of me.
Yeah, come on.
So
Where's
Little
go
did she
the
realize-
further.
Yeah.
So this is after they rehabbed all of this area, so this is all like fancy looking now. But this was so fucked before.
I wanted to see shit.
God
You-
damn
No,
gentle.
you
God
will
damn
if
it,
you
Lane,
go
this
into
looks like
Mountain View.
nice.
So go
Mountain
deeper
View,
into
yeah.
Mountain View. They've got to have old fucking data.
Yeah, I mean,
for
this whole
that.
thing is Mountain View. That's what I'm saying. So is it east or
So-
west?
Yeah, where are we
Yeah,
going?
just. Oh, I can't see the screen here. So
Third Avenue? Here's Third Avenue. There ain't nothing out
No,
here.
that's
There ain't nothing in this place, dude.
No, this is Alaska. Of course, there's nothing.
You
Nobody
got-
lives in Alaska.
yeah.
It's-
This isn't the apartment complex.
Oh,
areas
wait,
and
what's
stuff.
that right there? Who's that?
Hell, bitch!
Oh, walking her dog. Like, just poor old woman
yeah.
walking her dog just doped out,
You got
I
a
guess.
bunch of
I
old
promise
dead
you.
people.
No, we saw our
I'd
dope
have to
zombies in
find. I'd
Kensington.
have to find my apartments and then show you where the apartment block was with the
Alright.
houses and the Korean
Chat.
churches
Oh,
around it. And
dude.
shit.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
I don't even know
You're
if
gonna
you-
bring Korean Jesus into this.
I
No.
don't-
Korean Jesus. They had Korean Jesus out front of the church.
I don't
used
even
to
think
see
you
it.
can do North Korea. Yeah, there is nothing in North
There might be
Korea.
Pyongyang.
Probably not. But
You
there
really
might be.
think Kim Jong Un and let fucking Google
I was
come
going
take
with-
I
the
said
hang on.
probably
Pyongyang?
not.
Hang
but,
on.
you know. Oh,
What?
Yo.
Wow,
let's look for some North
that's
Korean dope beans.
crazy.
Yo, playing GeoGuessr tonight. Look at this.
We're about
This
to go
is
find some
crazy.
North Korean dope fiends.
Yeah, man. There's a couple spots.
Now,
when
can
I-
you find out
when I
how
hovered over.
many Indian H-1B visas they allow in North Korea? Could we get those numbers, please?
Zero.
I'm gonna bet that it's 0.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Probably
see.
the same amount of literature they import.
Yeah, it's about as many books as they import.
Whoa, what is this? Is this their subway?
Oh yeah, it's the subway. Yeah,
This
They
shit
take pride
looks so old, dude.
Bro,
yeah, it
it
was made
is
under
so
the Soviet
old.
era.
This looks like you know what this reminds me of is it's a Small World at Disney World. That's what this reminds me
It's the
of.
people mover.
Smash or pass the police lady.
It's
Wait,
the
which
old
one?
school people
This one
mover.
here?
Yeah, smash or pass the police lady.
I can't see her.
Probably,
it's too
I'd
hard.
probably smash just on the general principle that I might be able to like
Smash or pass the Asian blur that is on your
Portland or Seattle. Ooh.
Yeah, well,
I
oh,
mean,
no,
I would
that's not
smash
that's
just
not what I meant to
because-
hit. I'm sorry.
So I can tell my Seattle horror story. My cousin, we had temporarily adopted my cousin's kid, and my cousin had
And you
disappeared to
fucked her.
Seattle.
No, I'm sorry.
And then we found out that the cousin that fucked off to Seattle was shacked up with this homeless drug guy who was hanging out in a place that was referred to in Seattle as the zoo. And so I, with my father, had to go to this place to go hunt down this person to get certain
God.
paperwork and things signed. And in order to do so, had to trek our ass through Seattle in this place called the zoo, which is basically the underpasses of all of the area in Seattle that surrounds the major hospital there, which have been completely turned into homeless encampments. And it's just a giant open air drug market of people selling fent and fucking heroin and meth and everything else you can think of. And
Under the overpass, you say?
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah, I hope this was a couple years ago. I know they did like a cleanup effort there, specifically where the like media was saying they're going after the zoo, like they were calling it the zoo in the media, which is the funniest part to me. But it was insane, man. Like literal river of rats. Like when we got there, there was like this underpass break where the concrete was separated, and in the separation of the concrete, we shined our fucking phone lights down, and you could see just a steady stream of rats pouring out through this crack of the concrete. And it's like, oh shit. And these people are all intense living in it. I'm like, oh, these guys, it's like literally something out of a medieval like plague camp.
We went too far downtown. We got to go like south of downtown. Like that's
so
where
there's a major hospital there in
there's too many.
Seattle. And
Yeah, where
that
was
is
Chaz?
used-
Where was Chaz?
Oh, the Chaz?
Chaz was in a good area.
Capitol
It
Hill
wasn't in
Autonomous Zone. Yeah.
Yeah, Capitol Hill. Let's go for that.
Yeah. Capitol Hill.
Capitol
Let's
Hill's
see what
like
it's
all
looking
fancy.
like on the Google Maps now. Let's get the Google Maps view on.
Whatever happened to the Warlord SoundCloud rapper guy?
I don't know.
You remember the Chaz
Yeah,
had
yeah.
a SoundCloud
Yeah.
rapper
The-
Warlord?
That's what.
What? Daddy wasn't here. Peace. Okay.
Well, I bet.
Oh wait, what's it? You can't say that.
Can't say that.
Oh well, you can, but
Wait, what did it even say? I couldn't even see.
No,
Go
never
back.
mind.
I'll say it. I
Missed
don't care. Let's
Yeah.
put it up
Josh,
on
you're
the screen
black.
again.
Daddy
Yeah,
wasn't here. He said he wasn't. Referring to black fatherlessness. You
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
Keep up with the conversation, okay?
I got you. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm done playing GeoGuessr. That was fun though.
My God.
But overall, what we've
Reverse
learned today is
Yeah.
our cities are much better than 90% of India. So
Yeah.
if you're living in the city, guess what? You're already better off than 90% of Indians living.
I don't know, man. Seattle didn't win. Kensington won it for me.
Yeah, Kensington definitely won that one.
Won the drug
old lady
zombie.
in the mini dress in like the middle of
Yeah.
February, just staring down the wall 'cause she's so doped out.
Dude,
Yeah,
that was the most.
legit sometimes think about if I had GoPros and like money at the time that I went through the zoo area there in Seattle. If I had strapped a couple cameras to me, I could have made millions of views off that shit. I mean, every corner we turned to a new tent in that fucking place was just another level of debauchery. Like and in order to find the person we were looking for, we had to find the guy that she was supposedly with, who turned out to be like the drug dealer for all of the homeless people in the area. So
lovely.
she had like shacked up with this like Filipino
HNIC.
dude who's like running all the homeless drug operations. And it was the most ghetto shit ever. They're living out of a tent with a Mr. Buddy heater in it, like counting money in the corner. I'm like, you fucking people, like just sign this piece of paper and I'm getting the fuck away from this area of the world. I went back to Alaska and the only reason I go back to Seattle is for getting flavors.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off with the music.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is a current.
Okay, that's
hanging out for New Year's Eve at Mar-a-Lago.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's what's going on. Hope y'all are
the
having
prince and his advisor.
Yeah. Oh man.
Somebody's got to wear the crown. Had to be Donald. Elon couldn't take that risk. My sweet prince.
Have you guys seen these? I keep seeing more and more of these like throughout the year. This is probably one of my least favorite advancements for the year.
What,
of these
stupid
like
AI things?
No, it's not AI. It's just some stupid bitch making food for her kids. This is dinner for my kids, so I need to save money for my nails and lashes. But there's so many videos like this where like
this is fucking nasty.
Yeah, where they're cooking up this nasty ass food because
I've seen a lot of these with like nasty ass food. Yeah.
Yeah. These are one of my least favorite, new inventions for 2024. This can just go straight to hell and die.
Yeah, please. Why are you making me suffer through this?
I don't know, because I felt like it.
This is like some trailer park shit.
It reminds me of my cousin Jim.
This is actually a great segue into where like I was kind of hoping to go next. Is like we're seeing all of this in like 2024. I think for a lot of people was a big eye opener to like the degradation of like American society and American culture and like how far we've fallen as like a country and as a bunch of citizens here. So like, what do we see the next year looking like here, guys? Like we're literally like, for you guys out on the East Coast, you got 2 hours, less than 2 hours to the new year. For me, I got about 4, but like, let's throw some predictions out there, like bold predictions, funny predictions, unrealistic predictions. Let's hear the predictions, boys. Like, what's going to happen in 2025 that didn't happen this year?
I feel like Leighton's probably got an answer. What do you got?
Well, as far as that what didn't happen, in the past, I don't know about that. I think we'll have a lot of the same shit. I do think that the stuff with Trump is not going to be positive. I think he's going to continue to slide. I think the people he has around him, I don't trust for shit. And I don't trust him for shit either, but I think the people he has around him make it even worse.
Do you think Trump's second term is better or worse than the first?
Worse.
From your perspective.
Worse.
Yeah.
From my perspective, worse, but I think from the general Republican perspective, they'll have to lie themselves into saying that it's better.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Like,
and if the Republican establishment is smart, they'll seed that lie because they want to get their next person in, so they don't have a choice.
Okay.
So that's sort of where I see that going.
Is that so? So you're. Yeah, I'm sorry. So you say your bold prediction is that Trump's term is going to be worse, or do you have like a better bold prediction? You think?
No, I think the bold prediction is that the Democrats aren't going to come back. There is no pushback coming from the left, I think, for a while. I think the left is going to morph into something different The way they're going to react to things is going to be different. I don't think that's going to be a good thing, by the way. I think there's a lot of Republicans out there who will tell people that that's a good thing. It's not, because what it means is that the Democrats are going to be going into more of the digital thing, I think, far more. You're going to see a lot more play in the content creation world by those people, more in the cultural side of things, trying to push narratives more like the right was doing with the anti-woke thing. So I think all that stuff's going to get worse. I think the social issues are going to get a lot worse in the country over the next 2 years, really.
Okay.
So culturally, I think we're fucked, basically.
Mitch, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with the craziest thing: Civil War II.
Explain. Civil War, like hot Civil War, or like Civil War, like what do you mean?
Civil War II.
So like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people dead in the street.
Civil War II.
Okay, well that's bullshit. Okay.
Well, I'll
Exactly.
expand on
No,
Mitch's
He
point
went
if
with the
wants.
most like logical thing. I'm going with the most crazy thing.
Listen,
Okay.
I don't think you're actually illogical to say there could be some kind of civil war. I think I've made this point very recently on my show.
No,
and I
Tim
made this
Pool was
point-
right. God damn it. Okay.
Well, no.
Oh,
I
shit,
don't.
that reminds
I
me.
think I made
on.
this point on another show that you have the issue right now, for instance, of the wanting to deport people. So it is very easy for that issue to spiral into a problem. How? Well, New York and Eric Adams and them have already basically said they're going to play ball with Trump. Okay, but there are plenty of states that have said they won't.
Yeah.
And so what happens when the federal government goes to deport people? The state government says they're in a sanctuary state and we're going to protect them under our state constitutions. And now you're in a situation where you're deadlocked. My guess is Trump won't allow that to happen because he can't, because of the way that will look. And so he'll be forced into a position where he has to be a reactionary or has to at least appear like it. I think that could cause certain civil state structures to break down.
The H-1B thing, I think the problem is we're so sucked into the online realm that this looks a lot bigger than it is. But talking to Republicans in my family,
not talking about H-1Bs.
I know, but you're talking about like immigration and all that, and that feeds into that. And I'm just pointing out like this
and I
small
think that is
topic.
an issue that people seem to care about.
I'm just pointing out that for the most part, this seems to be very like online kind of thing.
Okay, so I
I'm
want
just
to stick to the prediction things.
Nope.
I have my predictions. Josh, is there something you want to interject before I steal the show?
No, I was gonna.
Okay.
I
What's your bold prediction? The big one.
I don't disagree with Mitch that like Civil War 2.0, like I know Mitch wanted to be a little bit of a saggy vagina and not like get into the details, like, and what's gonna spark it. I don't agree with Leighton that it's going to come down to like the immigration thing. I don't think that's going to honestly be it at all. I just think it's going to be some like random bullshit that's just going to spark it up, and it's just a lot
Another
more
George
of like
Floyd.
No, not even. I think this goes even.
I think it has to be state versus federal government for it to really be considered a civil war.
I'm thinking it runs even simpler and deeper than that, and goes back even further than George Floyd there. I think that there was an absolute disconnect of American society after the Obama election in 2008 that split the country into two parties there. We've been dealing with this for the last almost 20 years now. Fuck. On our side versus their side. Exactly. And I think it's going to come to a head over the next 4 years. I think Donald Trump was a reaction of the right to 8 years of Obama. I think that Joe Biden was a reaction of the left to 4 years of Donald Trump after they didn't get Hillary across the finish line. And I think Trump this term is a reaction to 4 years of Biden and the Republicans feeling butthurt as fuck that they lost in 2020 to Joe Biden. So the reality is that they don't really have much anywhere to go. I agree with, I don't know who said it, but I think the Democrat Party is absolutely going to change. I think they're going to go more progressive. I think they're going to go even further left. I think they're going to go maybe even far enough left where we're going to get our guns back in that sense. But who knows? But
Dream
I
on.
think I think the Democrat Party over the next 4 to 8 years is going to shed its skin. It's going to molt, and it's going to come back as a new, even more powerful being. Like hopefully I'm wrong, because I would really like to see the LP finally replace the Democrat Party as the number 2 party in the country, but I don't think the LP has it in them at this point to do that there, and I think the Democrats are going to come back stronger. As far as Republicans are concerned, Donald Trump is the last of the MAGAs. All of these guys, J.D. Vance, Vivek, Elon, Rand Paul, all trying to, like, who's going to be the successor of the MAGA movement? None of them. There's not going to be. They're going to go right back to John McCain, fucking Mitt Romney, establishment, progressives driving the speed limit, Republicans there. And that is what's going to spark everything up. It's not going to be anything with politics. It's not going to be state versus federal. These are going to be people, voters, probably MAGA people and anti-MAGA people too, who are going to see the writing on the wall that we're going to go back to more of the same. We're not going to get what we want. The Democrat Party isn't going to go far enough left for a lot of people, for a lot of their constituents there. And the middle is kind of going to get left behind, because the two far sides on either side of the bird, those wings are going to want to flap and fly. And the people in the middle are going to go, hey, we want to stay on the ground and be a chicken. And something's going to have to give eventually. So, like, I don't know what it's going to be, but I don't think it's going to be the immigration, like feds versus state. I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think it's going to be abortions, fed versus state. I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be just normal voters who are just fed up that I don't want to live in the same community as these fucking people, and I'm willing to die and kill somebody to not have to live in the same community as these fucking people, whatever that may be. And that's a scary proposition, but I feel like that's where we're getting to, is we can't accept living in the same community, and we're going to be willing to kill and die to not live in the same community as these people.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of that right now. You just watch like the reaction to the Louis Mangione thing. You see, like there was another video that came out today or yesterday of a guy that was getting pushed in the subway, and people commenting on that, saying he deserved it for some reason because he was there or whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't know how much I believe in the idea that we're going to have like a hot civil war, neighbor fighting neighbor and all that kind of stuff. I appreciate Mitch bringing the bold prediction there. I've got in my own, but I thought it was kind of bold, but I think Josh will probably agree with me. I don't think that the right or Republicans or conservatives or whoever win in 2028. I think it flips the other way. I don't think it's going to be
too early to say, but go on.
No, I don't think it's too early at all. And I think the answer is going to be kind of what Leighton was saying. Like, I think everybody here kind of had like different elements that I was picking up on that kind of fit with my own thesis, which is basically that the Democrats are going to come in and they're going to win in 2028. It's not going to be a continuation of Trump's term. And the reason is the same reason it's always been. It's the economy, stupid. That's what it's always been. And Trump's going to make the same mistakes with tariffs, with his tax policy, with the way he's going to spend and deficit spending. Economy's going to get worse. Inflation's going to get worse. Everything's going to get worse the way it was. And people are going to have somebody else said that, a reactionary response to this. Yeah. They're going to have a reactionary response to this. And they're going to say, hey, I want something different. Doesn't necessarily mean better, something that I agree with, but we need to do something different. Now, I think the left is probably going to go too far left, the fringes of the left or whatever, but the establishment left is always going to be there, and they're always going to be able to point to things like Clinton or whatever. So I don't think that J.D. Vance, like you were saying, I don't think J.D. Vance, Rand Paul, Vivek Ramaswamy, I don't think any of these people have a shot in hell. I think Trump's going to make the same mistakes he made in the first term, the stuff that turned me away from him, like shortly after taking office. He's one of these guys campaigns like Clint Russell said, campaigns like Ron Paul, but governs like John McCain. It's the same fucking problem. He's going to do it again. Now, what I will say, where I disagree with Josh and where I agree more with Leighton, is that I do think that deportation is going to be a bigger issue than you think. And the reason is because, you know, these NIMBY leftists are very eager to throw themselves in front of brown people in defense of them. And so to your point, Josh, that kind of bolsters Leighton's point, you know, bringing everybody together here, is I do think that people are going to be willing to put themselves on the front lines. It's just not going to be for the reasons that you think. And I think that I think this deportation thing, and to have a true hot civil war, like Mitch was saying, I think you do need that federal between state conflict. I think you need that to happen. And immigration poses the perfect thing for that. If a state, I mean, just like libertarians here, if a state wants to have a sanctuary county or a sanctuary state, how do you balance that with national power, with a federal government that we agree shouldn't exist in the first place?
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
so I
most
think your conflict is going to be there. Now, that's kind of my semi-bold prediction here. Something kind of left field or whatever. This is going to be tough. You ready? I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100,000.
Trump fucks Stormy Daniels again.
Yeah, there you go. No, that's completely left field.
Let's go.
But
Tim.
I was thinking, I don't know.
100,000. Let's go.
Okay, you want to go 100,000? 100,000 subscribers by this time next year. It's gonna take some. It's gonna take some big commitments.
It's gonna take some big commitments for sure.
Yeah, I think.
Like,
I think
we're gonna have to blackmail a lot of people to get.
No, you
there.
ain't got to blackmail anybody. We just got to do better. We just got to do better. We got to be bigger, be stronger.
We gotta get good. Gotta get good.
Got to get good, scrub. And I think we can do it. My low prediction was 10,000, but you know. You said 100, so
let's go 100.
Let's go.
You said up to 100. I was like, you know what? Let's go big or go home, boys.
Shoot for the moon.
Yeah.
But
shoot for the moon and aim and hit. Shoot for Mars and hit the moon. Yeah. Okay.
And just to circle into everything we've all said here is like, because we're talking about like what's going to happen this year, and I don't think anything we all mentioned here is going to happen this specific year.
Oh yeah,
I think
not this year.
What's going to happen this year is going to be a setup for what we're all talking about here with this collapse. But like, it's kind of funny because I think when we started this show 2-3 years ago, if I would have brought this up, a lot of you guys would be like, no civil war. This isn't going to happen. Like, you're retarded, Josh. Well, like, maybe not you, Tim. I get that, but like,
not me. We were having conversations.
I think we're there, man.
About shit
like this. Maybe Rob's not there. I don't know. Like,
I don't think it's going to be anything political minded. I just think it's legitimately going to be is that we've spent the last 20 years. You are either on my side, and if you're not, you must be against me. Like it's either you are with me on my side, or you have to be against me because you're not on my side. And that's what it's going to be for the once that finally sets off. It's nothing political, nothing federal, no immigration. It is just going to be enough people are going to go, I don't like your side, and I am willing to fight and kill and die to make sure your side is not in control. So, like, I don't see us getting to 2028 and letting the Democrats win. And if they do, that might be the catalyst. But I think we're going to get to fighting before we get to a democratic, peaceful process of peaceful transition of power.
Yeah,
The next transition is going to be violent and it's going to be scary.
The next transition will cut your penis off. No, I don't know.
That's when the radical feminists get control. Whatever that woman was who wrote the Scum Manifesto.
What about Bueno?
Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see what's happening. As far as like the next year goes, I think the deportation thing is going to be strong because it's going to be like either he goes hardcore, Tom Homan gets free reign to do what he wants to do, and it pisses a lot of people off, or he doesn't, and it pisses the other side off. Like, I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of excuse making for Trump, like there always is. But at the same time, there's going to be a lot of people that say this isn't what we were promised. And I don't know. It's going to be an interesting time. I can guarantee you one thing though. We will be here every week laughing at it and having a good fucking time. Cause what else can we do, dude? What else can we do?
The revolution might not be televised, but we will be commenting on it and streaming on it.
It will be
That's right.
podcasted at the very least.
That's right. What do you think? Do you think that there's any potential that a left, like, after Trump won the election, all the lefties were like, we got to have our own Joe Rogan. What do you think the chances are that? I think there's look. You
They
say
don't get
no.
it.
You
They
say
don't
there's
get
no
it.
way.
Nope.
You say there's no
They
way.
don't
but
get it. That's
These
the
are
problem.
miserable people who are insufferable, more insufferable than libertarians, as highly irregular as that may sound. They have no social skills. Their
I
inability
don't
to
think that's
connect
possible.
with normal people is fucking phenomenal. They have zero grasp in economics.
Sure.
They don't care about what normal regular people care about. These are the fucking losers who think that fucking social media clout and having followers and winning
Sure.
online is going to get them votes, and they're the same people who flaunt their dink lifestyle online like that's something to be proud of. Like, oh, I got women, I don't need to get married. I'm like, dude, you live a lonely lifestyle. I'm not lonely. I got bitches in my life. Like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
I think to your point a little bit, what Mara E was saying here is there's no, there's no Joe Rogan. They can't even entertain dissenting opinions.
Exactly. That's the thing, man. They can't even deal with someone being like, "Hey, I don't know if that's true."
Yeah, I think there's some truth to that, but at the same time,
I think Cenk is right. Cenk Uygur is right on that regard.
Cenk is right.
Cenk?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but he's made the point that they could have went with a populist leftist like a Bernie Sanders type, not Bernie Sanders, but somebody like that. They could have made that person
Tulsi.
popular, and they didn't. And instead they chose somebody like Kamala because they had no choice. I do think Josh is whispering her name, and I think he's right. I think
she's already eyeing
I
2028.
really do believe if not making AOC their fucking presidential pick, they will make her a media personality, or they'll make somebody like that a media personality. They'll pick a populist. They're not going to pick these hardline leftists. They're going to pick somebody that can court the far left and the middle just a little bit, which is what Rogan can do. He can court the far right while also getting the middle. That's what they need. They need the reverse of that.
Another thing is they say like they want a left-wing Joe Rogan. They had a left-wing Joe Rogan. His name was Joe Rogan.
Yes.
I mean, but they had Bill Maher too.
Point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also too.
Well, they still have Bill Maher for the most part.
Yeah, they still have Bill Maher, but
yeah.
The problem is, and I think this is where the left kind of I don't want to discredit Joe Rogan, but or any podcaster for that matter, but most of the people I talk to that aren't libertarians that listen to podcast hardcore, because I deal with a lot of normal people at my job as well, and they'll bring up, oh, I listen to Joe. I'm like, and I'll ask them, oh, do you remember anytime he was like, oh, I listen to Joe Rogan, I go, you remember when Dave Smith was on? Who? I'm like, remember when so and so was on? Like, who? And I'm like, and it's come to me over the last couple of years. I realized people don't listen to podcasts to hear who's the guest on there and get anything out of it. It's just background noise. It's no better than our parents were in the 90s where they put the TV on and they're not watching, but it's noise in the background. That's what podcasts I think are becoming for our generation. So the left can find their Joe Rogan. They just have to find somebody that enough people will tune into and think their voice is pleasant enough to deal with for an hour or two at a time.
I think there's a separation between Rogan's fan base and the cultural movement around Rogan. Rogan's fans might be millions and millions of people on Spotify and podcast Stitcher apps that are watching or listening to his stuff. I mean, I listen to his stuff in the background too, but I think what I would point out is what they're actually trying to build, more so than just a massive fan base, is a cultural movement around that figure like Rogan has, where a clip of Rogan will get put on Twitter will have 30 million views and will be shared by all these notive accounts and big people in the movement, and then therefore it's seen by a certain circle of individuals, which is what I think the reason they lost Rogan is frankly because they weren't doing that. If you look at where people were sharing Rogan's stuff wasn't getting shared in these left-wing circles. His stuff was only spreading in the right-wing communities on the internet. So that's why he courted more of that fan base on the fringe, is because that's who was sharing his shit. So they need the reverse of that, in the sense of if all the Bernie Sanders type Democrats that were active on Twitter back in the day, or, you know, in that way, were out there sharing stuff about AOC and shit like that and creating sort of this bubble around her. And now you have the Harry Sisson paid for Democrat shills tweeting out clips of AOC on her show, talking to this person, or, you know, critiquing this thing. That's what you have to kind of do. You have to build up that environment, which they haven't done at all.
Yeah, but but that's because the left is scared of touching anything that isn't like that's further right than fucking like Mao Zedong. Like that was the problem with Joe Rogan for a number of years, is that he was pretty left in like his philosophies and beliefs, but he would come out every once in a while like, I'm pro-gun, I like to hunt, you guys should eat a lot more meat. And this was things that like the left just was not, even back in like the early 2000s, mid 2000s, we're just not buying into. This was some right-wing shit. Like as far as the left has been concerned, Joe Rogan has always, like, I've always known Joe Rogan as a right-wing podcaster.
Yeah,
as long as he's been in the...
whether or not he said he was left or not, I've always
and that was the thing.
Mari in the chat, I think it's Harry Sisson. I think maybe you're talking about the Krasensteins.
Too raw, too real.
That's my nigga right there. Yeah,
that dude has been going nuts since the election.
I haven't seen it. No, I'm gonna go find it.
That's what I'm saying. The left is like the left, just like the right is reactionary. They're not actually. This is the problem with both parties, and why I say I don't think we're gonna get to 2028 is they're not building a future for themselves. The right has been basically standing on Donald Trump's shoulders since 2015, waiting for Obama to get out of office. The left built nothing after Obama. They're like, oh, we're going to push Hillary Clinton and a bunch of like legacy, establishment Democrats. So like, oh, we're going to do Hillary, and then after Hillary, we're going to do Joe Biden, maybe. Like, that was their thing. Like, you know, Tulsi Gabbard, like I've talking to people like, oh, Democrats should have picked Tulsi Gabbard this year. She would have wiped the floor with Donald Trump. And I'm like, no, she never would have, because Democrats fucking sauced her up after she floored Kamala when that was their plan for 2020. Was Kamala versus Trump. And when she went out there and was like, she's a fucking commie, she's a cop, she let black fucking men work out in fucking wildfires after they were court ordered to be released and ignored the Supreme Court. Like, she's a horrible person and you shouldn't buy into her. And oh, by the way, a lot of those dudes she was keeping out there fighting wildfires after the Supreme Court told them to release them, oh, by the way, they were black and they were there for drug convictions for nonviolent offenses.
I'm hearing your stuff come through the mic, Tim.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean, I didn't know that was on the same page. I was trying to find some stuff from Too Raw, Too Real.
Jimmy Crosby over here flopping tonight.
Yeah, only you guys.
I thought it might have been Mitch, and then I saw your eyes darting back and forth, and I was like, nah, it's Tim watching something.
Yeah, we're trying to find.
Yeah, no, I was trying to grab like the next Too Raw, Too Real, but he's just, you know, the gay name.
Too Raw, Too Real.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Here, look. Here, you guys probably heard this.
We got to find a way to get some of these shills on the show. Great. How do we get the shills on the show?
They ain't coming on the show.
Their contracts are running out next month. They're going to be desperate for money.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Shills out there. Which one?
That's what I was going to say.
Contact the Tiny Hat Club. I can get you in touch.
Well, that's what I was going to say about like the podcast stuff. You guys are saying like they can't connect with the audience and they can't do all this. Look, money can buy you a lot of things, and I feel like they can buy some good personalities. They can put on a good show. Like, and somebody, it was Barfo was saying this right here. Rogan's growth was organic, though. They will have a real hard time with that. I'm not buying that. Look, Rogan, he was I feel like he's a genuine guy. I mean, he puts on a good show. It's always entertaining. But the reason Joe Rogan got popular, in my opinion, is not because there was like some deep intellectual conversation there. It was the guests that he had. And, you know, we can kind of see that a little bit on our own side, but the bigger the guest you have, like the more eyes you have on you. Joe is in a unique position where he has access to these celebrities through his agency and through everybody else. He can get fucking Cat Williams on. yeah, Fear Factor. Like, I mean, that's how it started in the 90s. But what I'm saying is
UFC commentary. Like this guy,
News
like
radio.
Tim, like
He's
this guy
connected,
was. This
yeah.
guy had a 3-year career as a host of a very major fucking game
But this is
show
my point.
on prime
He was
time
on
on a
news radio.
broadcast
But this is
network
my
that got
point.
millions of viewers a year
I
at a
agree with you.
time where like reality TV was at its peak. Then he moves on to UFC, which at the time was fucking exploding exponentially when he got in. Like every year it was quadrupling its fucking like draws and pulls and gates. Like Joe Rogan.
You're making my point. You're making my point
It's
because
not organic. He had a lot of help. Like who on the left is getting into this type of shit though that people care about?
it doesn't matter. They just have to have the funding and the connections. You can find somebody
So just
who can
put
have the
AOC
connections
out there.
and
Let
bring
me
on the
take their
people.
sweet,
Because if you
juicy
put,
booty.
listen, if you put fucking Denzel Washington, Samuel Jackson, you put these people on a podcast, you're going to listen because you want to hear what they have to say. What's their perspective on it? Yeah, you will. Don't fucking lie to me. You're
I
gonna,
mean, I wouldn't, but somebody will. Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
Well,
here's
okay,
the
fine,
thing.
whatever. Choose your favorite celebrity.
You have to have someone
the
good
real
to-
freeway Rick. I don't fucking know.
Like, but that's what I'm saying there. Like, I've just never gotten the appeal. Like, it's horrible to say sitting here doing all this, but like, growing up, like, I tried to like listen to podcasts. I was just like, why are people wasting their time with these fucking loser talking heads? It's like, it's basically like I was like, God damn, it's Rush Limbaugh for fucking millennials. Like, this is the same shit we made fun of boomers for when we were little kids. Like, why the fuck are you listening to Rush Limbaugh? Why the fuck are you listening to Tucker Carlson? Like, I remember when Tucker Carlson was on fucking like the O'Reilly report on fucking Fox News when I was a kid, and like,
All right.
like why the fuck are you listening to this shit? This is
All right,
fucking.
so you're
loser
a
shit.
Philly guy, right? What if I told you there was a podcast where you could listen to Petey Crack?
Who?
Petey Crack. You don't know? Oh, God, come on,
No.
dude. I thought you were a Philly
Who
guy.
the fuck are you talking about right now? Like, I don't like.
All right.
This is
We'll
what I'm saying.
talk
These
in
people
the
mean
first
nothing to me. I'm a grown man who works a full-time job and has a fucking wife and a family to take care of.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do I care about the opinions of peons that mean nothing to me? These guys are not paying my bills. They're not taking care of me. They're not
They
really
care,
giving me any
though.
kind of life
They care,
advice that's
though.
going to help me out.
They care, though, the same way they care what Kim Kardashian thinks, the same way that they care
Yes,
what
and these
Taylor
people
Swift
are
thinks.
losers and bums,
It
and they're
doesn't
this
matter.
fucking
It doesn't
scum
matter.
of the fucking earth, and they need to be scraped off the fucking underside of our
It doesn't
diner
matter.
fucking table
You're
like the
Jewness. Will
chew
you bring
bubble
some
gum
order
they
to this
are and throw it in the
conversation?
trash.
He
I'm
can't.
just saying there is a final solution for every problem. We just need to be able to accept it.
Yeah, my only point is it doesn't matter if you think they're influential or not. There's going to be a large group of people that will follow them, and it will
I agree.
dwarf
That's why the
CNN's
View is
numbers,
popular.
and- exactly.
I think the View is fucking retarded, but guess what? Millions of people
Yeah.
tune in to the View. I think
Yeah.
Tucker Carlson's a crackhead. Millions of people tune in to Tucker Carlson. I think fucking Dave Smith has some questionable viewpoints sometimes. Millions of people tune in to Dave Smith. I'm not
All right,
here to tell
let's,
people how to live their lives. I'm just
let's,
saying, I don't get why you're letting people tell you your
Yeah.
opinions.
No,
You don't have
no,
your own
no,
opinions?
definitely
You
not.
can't make your own? Are you that stupid?
Can't
You
stand
probably
most
are.
podcasts, but you hang out here while we're fucking yelling at each other.
You're
Yeah.
goddamn right. I can't stand most podcasts, but this is the best one.
Yeah,
Podcasts. People who listen to podcasts are idiots. I mean, not our listeners. Our listeners are great. We fucking love you. We think you're brilliant. We're saying other
Yeah.
people's
Yeah,
listeners.
no, like
They're
please let
idiots.
me tell you what your opinion should be. Like, honestly, yes, I agree. Like, Hotep Jesus, I think he said it on Joshua Smith's show one time. The best, and I can never unhear what I heard, was that the only you can replace government with anything, but like the only government I trust is a dictatorship. And I would only trust that dictatorship if I was the dictator. It could be the talking heads, it could be the media, it could be whatever you want. But I don't trust anything unless I'm in charge and I'm running the show. Like, it's just the end-all reality. I love you, Tim. I don't trust the show when I'm not running it. Mitch, I love you. I don't trust shit when you're running it. Leighton, you're holy Jewness. I don't trust it when the Jews run it. The only person I trust is me to run things effectively. Like, when people are like, why the fuck do you do all this shit? Because I don't trust y'all to get it done. So I gotta hop in and do it myself because I'm the only one who trusted to get it done. Like, if everybody took that mentality, then we'd have a lot more competition in life. We'd have a lot less faggotry in life. We have a lot more stupid shit, well, a lot less stupid shit going on because, hey, I believe that I have the best answers and the best solutions, and I want to project that onto myself, my family, my life, my society. But you got a bunch of people banging on a keyboard, hoping for change, thinking that solutions are going to come around when there's no solutions. There's only trade-offs, and they're not willing to make trade-offs. I want solutions because I don't want to have to, realize it in the real world. There's give and take and quid pro quo. So,
yeah,
Josh is bringing the real final solutions, people.
Y'all can be mad at me and be like, oh, well, Josh is being an asshole. Like, but no, like, why do you care? Like, it's like, oh, well, Dave Smith said this. Like, who gives a fuck what Dave Smith said? Is Dave Smith paying your bills? Did your life get any fucking minute better because of what Dave Smith said? If the answer is no, then who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck what I say? Did it make your life better? Yeah, then great. Keep listening to me. If not, who gives a fuck what I say?
I think you should all move to Alaska, become Alaskan nationalists, and then not care about national politics. It would make your lives so much fucking better.
Arizona national. I'm an Arizona nationalist. We're gonna break off from you and we're gonna take back Mexico like it's our fucking manifest destiny.
Don't move to Georgia.
We're next
about
Mexico.
20% of Arizona.
Josh, you haven't even been
about
in Arizona
20% of Arizona worth keeping.
I'm already an Arizona supremacist. What the fuck is
He's invested. He's invested. That's
Barfo, suck it up and get some wood heat.
My God, Josh, you're gonna move to Utah next, become a Mormon, become like a Mormon supremacist.
Yo, after Utah, apparently Arizona has the second largest population of fucking Latter-day Saints in the country. So
oh yeah, you guys have the crazy cult that still practices polygamy.
We have real old school Christians.
Are you saying there's a
Russian
chance?
Orthodox.
I could have multiple
I don't know if
wives?
you want to join them.
Laura!
Pedophile.
Hey, listen. Only because it's you, Ronan, and it's IOUs are only good 2 for 1. So $20. That's what you owe us. Everybody, take a drink.
Yeah, fuck.
Hey, new contender to Enters the Ring.
No.
No.
All
right, good voice. Good voice. I was trying to bait you.
Would not. What is that?
Wait.
Is that a guy? That's got to be a guy.
I'm so
she
glad.
She looks like she's gonna fuck me.
I love you guys so much. It was bait, and you didn't take it. Here we go.
What is one way you combat racism on a daily basis?
Is it a
I'll
man?
go first. I don't move for white people on the sidewalk.
Yeah, that's how she's gonna beat racism, or he's gonna beat racism. I'm glad y'all didn't take the bait. I was waiting for it. Yeah.
She looks like because she looks like a Native American, and it's like I'm
yeah,
not
but
moving
listen
for
to
the
that
people.
voice, dude.
The jaw, the voice,
that sounded like femininely masculine.
What is one way you combat racism?
That sounds like
that's a man,
sounds like a
baby.
Native
Around a
American.
radiator.
That's a man, baby.
No, that's how the natives out here sound like that, bro. Like it's just how they are. Like you ever met a Navajo bitch before? Them Navajos sound like men. Like
It's
all
Josh's
Native American
ex-sister.
women sound like men.
That's Josh's ex-sister. Hey, look, even Laura's saying that's a man, baby. That's a man.
That's a man. I don't know.
That's a man, dude.
Oh no.
That's a ma'am.
I don't know.
It's ma'am.
Is
Here,
it
I'll put it back on.
sanguinette? Is it sanguinot? Like I don't know.
Is this the
a thick mustache grows in on that fucking upper lip.
Nah, I don't know
You
about
know.
all that. No.
You know, 2
I've
weeks
seen
not
some-
shaven. There is
No.
a fucking. There's a muff tickler on that thing.
She looks like she
Those are
probably hucks. She probably squats a mean 700. But like, I think she's got a. He's
No way,
on
that's
TikTok.
a chick. I ain't buying it.
And I don't care what Laura says. I don't know. I don't
Look
care
at
if
the
she's
box
right.
jaw
I
on
don't
that
care.
motherfucker.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying. I've seen some
That's
ugly
a man.
women. Like,
She'll
is
give
it a
you
trans?
the Apache.
So,
I think
Josh.
this is just Algerian boxer, ugly woman. This bitch, ugly woman. I don't care what Laura
what I'm
says.
hearing-
It can be a tranny. She's an ugly woman
That's
now.
a man.
What I'm
baby.
hearing is maybe would. That's what I'm hearing from your voice.
I'm
right
hearing
now.
no, but like
Oh.
just because it's look, I would not with some women too. You've seen me redline women, real women.
Oh
like,
shit! Hold on. Apparently, this person is famous here. Okay, hang on. That was pretty
Who
funny.
is it? Who is it?
She'll give you the Apache slide. Anyway, listen,
I like the way
apparently
that's going
this
right now.
person cheated on their
Play a
girl with a
Native
lefty
American flute.
TikTok influencer. The lady influencer found out and went on a gigantic rant. So apparently this person is involved in some kind of little menage a
And
trois.
is a man.
It is
So
a
it's a
man.
guy.
It is a man.
Yes.
It is a man.
It has a dick.
Y'all check that for certain. Y'all look at y'all dick looking ass
Well,
niggas
you
now.
get down there and
Y'all
let
looking
us
at
know,
dicks?
Josh.
Dick looking ass niggas
Y'all
looking
looking
at
at
dicks.
dicks.
Y'all,
You're now
y'all
having
checked out her dick real quick. Y'all had to make sure you're like, let
Yeah,
me confirm
we
the
now
dick.
know-
we now
Dick
know who
looking
is
ass
going to be the
niggas. I
trans.
see y'all dick looking
We
ass.
now know who will be doing the
Which
trans
y'all
inspections in
looking
Florida
at that
or
dick
in
with your
Arizona.
dick
I
looking
should
asses.
say.
Hold on.
Looking at
Here
the
we go.
balls and cock and ball looking asses.
Josh,
That's
that's out here
horrible.
turning it
How y'all
on
gonna be
The
everyone.
only
staring at
job in the
nuts all
federal
day?
government suited for Josh. He's just going to inspect
Here we go.
trans people's junk all day in Arizona.
Listen,
Goddamn right.
Just making
Somebody's
sure
gotta
you're
be-
in the right
Somebody's
bathroom. One
gotta
second.
gotta inspect these nuts.
this is a man. Everybody knows what
This is a
Josh.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
He looks like my.
Look,
he
I'm
looks
not
like,
buying what everybody on the
he
internet
knows.
says because the
Come
internet
on, bro,
lies.
come
God,
on.
yeah, let's believe
Big man,
everything
big
we
man.
hear on the internet.
Please
That's
be
smart.
Josh.
Dude,
Josh.
come on.
I'm just saying
He
it could.
has
I'm not saying it's not a dude. I'm just saying it could
Is
be
that
an
an
ugly
Indian?
woman.
Yeah.
It could be an Indian. It could. It's ugly. It could be definitely an Indian. Look at her.
Josh
yeah,
is going to be in the comments asking for Bob's and Vagine.
You know,
Okay, okay,
until
think
I
have
see,
a compromise.
I can't
Guys,
confirm.
Bob's
So
and Vagine.
Bob's
have a
and Vagine
compromise.
would actually be a great way to confirm whether it's a man or a woman.
Compromise. Hermaphrodite.
Yeah.
I'm willing to make that compromise. I'm willing to make that
He's-
compromise.
He's Navajo. Yeah, he is a Navajo.
Yeah, Navajo's
Last
right
of the
here.
Mohican.
Oh, come on, bro. That's so good. Oh shit! I'm gonna leave her up. I'm gonna leave him up
shit.
there. Oh damn.
We're
Hey
going with-
boys. Anything else we want to do before New Year's? We're gonna go play some poker. Hey, this is the last
Swamp Creatures of 2024.
That's not
What
what I
it
was gonna
do,
say.
young niggas?
That's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say this is the last poker night where it doesn't matter. After this,
Midnight it matters, boys. You better play your ass off. I'm going all in first hand.
I bet you will.
I bet you damn well know I will. I'm going all in
What are
first
you
hand,
setting
sticking to
up
my
with the
roots.
poker stuff? What did I miss?
Okay, so like we figured out a way. This is why everybody should join.
Yeah,
our
wait,
Discord. We figured out.
into Leighton real quick.
Yeah, we figured out a way to play poker in Discord, right? And then through the process of playing poker, we found out that there's a competitive way to play poker as well. So there's going to be a leaderboard that starts at midnight tonight. I'm not exactly sure how it works, so I'm not going to tell the details now. We'll figure it out later tonight. But basically, there's like you have a set pool of chips, my general understanding. You have a set pool of chips and you draw from that. If you go into debt, you go into debt. But at the end of the night, every time you cash out, I mean, there's going to be a leaderboard is the end of the day. And at this time next year, we're going to have a new champion of the swamp, a poker champion of the swamp. So look, the WWE has multiple belts. We've got champion of the swamp, top streamer. I'm still waiting on my belt, Mitch. We still we'll have that.
I will. How about? Hold on. Let me bring her mic.
Oh, we
back over
we
here.
gotta circle back to the Junis. We need his verdict, but go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So.
Yeah.
I am willing to commit. That.
Reasonable number.
Reasonable number. Reasonable, guys. Okay. I'm willing to put in 25%, 1/4 of the cost.
Okay. Yeah.
Of a real, customized Swamp Cast Poker Champion title belt.
Okay.
For us. For whoever does win, we are going to find like a good, solid, like belt making site. Like if I gotta contact Conrad fucking myself and like, where do I gotta go? I'm not gonna pay an arm and a leg. I will twist Bruce Pritchard's arm off and beat him with it if I have to. But I am willing to commit that 1/4 of the Swamp Creatures Podcast Poker Championship belt I will cover for whoever ends up being our Swamp Creatures champion at the end of the year. I don't know who's going to pay for the other 3/4 of this belt.
Yeah,
but
I'll
I'm
take
in
a
for
quarter
a
of
quarter
that.
of it.
Yeah, I'll take the other quarter. That's fine.
So
yeah.
we got half the belt paid for. Mitch,
Yeah.
can I get you for a quarter of the belt real quick?
Quarter of the belt. How much we throwing down?
We don't know. We're gonna have to figure this out.
Yeah.
This is
Listen,
we're
it's
committing
gonna be.
percentages
I'm
for a
hearing
reason,
maybe
bud.
robo-aids. I'm willing to throw down for it. I remember I had that one website I sent you guys where we can design.
Yeah, maybe.
And
Maybe
all
we
you're
can do
asking
that
are
one.
frozen.
I want a
fine.
nice
We
belt.
can
Like
hear
I'm
you.
willing to put in like $300-$400 towards this
Well, that's
belt,
what I'm
like
saying.
on my
I'm willing to
25%.
throw down.
Listen.
You know what I mean? And
All
we'll
right.
talk about this over poker, okay?
I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to we'll talk about this over poker,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is that whoever ends up as a champion, I want to
Listen.
make sure you get a real
Crazy.
solid, like something that you would be proud to take to like events.
I
and shit,
hear
and
you.
show your friends and be like, yeah, I'm the poker champ for my Discord.
I hear you on that, but also I feel like the Swamp Creatures Undisputed Champion belt or whatever we're calling it, I feel like that's the king belt. The poker belt.
Then that needs to be even nicer.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. So we
belt,
got to be
I
careful
agree.
here.
The undisputed champion has to be the creme de la creme. It's got to be the
Right, yeah.
top tier, the chef's
Yeah.
kiss of belts. Like you got to have.
Hey, look.
You got to
look,
feel
look.
like the champ.
We know people with connections. Look, they can fabricate us a plaque or something like that too.
No
That's also an
plaque. I
option.
need a title. I need you to wear this title belt, Tim. Like I want
If
you
you
to
can
look like
fabricate,
fucking
listen. If you
Hulk
can
Hogan,
fabricate,
John Cena, Cody Rhodes. Like I want you
I got
coming
you.
out looking like the champ is
you
here,
can-
baby.
hear me out. If you can fabricate a plaque, you can fabricate a belt. It's just leather. You just add the leather. It's not that much more. I feel like it can be done. I don't know. We'll figure something
It
out.
can be done. What I'm saying
yeah.
is, but we're talking a lot. What I'm saying is for the poker champs, be ready. We're gonna have a nice belt for you. We still have to figure out our undisputed champs belt. We're still working that out. So be forewarned. This belt may take a little bit to get to you. Is what we're saying.
We have a
realistically.
year. We have a year.
We have
yeah,
a
look,
year.
look. Here, this is what I'm saying. He can do the plate. That's what I'm saying. You can make the plate. We just got to get the belt made
We
after.
just gotta get the belt.
Yeah.
We just gotta get the
No,
belt.
no.
Those gotta get caught.
Not certain
All
things. I want a giant penis on it. The penis of poker. No, I don't know.
It's gotta be a big fucking cock of
Poker
fucking. All right.
I want to circle back to something that we were talking about earlier before you joined.
No.
Before we end it. Yeah. Think about this. You don't have to give an answer right now. We need to come up with an idea for some kind of competition or some kind of contest to do at the LPF convention. It can't be the Pocky Chip. The Pocky Chip is reserved for Grand Rapids. We've
exactly.
determined that. So we need something along those same lines. We talked about a taser. We think that could be too deadly. We talked about pepper spray, kind of on the level, maybe. Okay. So somewhere, I don't know. You'll figure it out. But anyway, hey, New Year's is
Do
coming up
pepper
soon.
spray, turn it up to do bear mace.
Ooh.
Bear mace, yeah.
Ooh.
Hit him with the bear mace. So fuck yeah, let's
Ooh.
do that.
And then I could also.
I'm gonna
say
get
you
bear
could
mace.
also-
Fuck.
You could also call it prep for the Poke chip, and
Yeah.
you could do like what is it? The hot ones.
You stand there like
Hot
this.
sauces?
You get sprayed with bear mace.
Oh god.
You could do like those.
I already know I'm gonna
those
get in the
hot
bib.
ones, hot sauces.
Yeah.
Why not just do that? That'd be actually pretty fun. Like,
Oh, the hot
doing
ones?
just
Yeah.
get find the best wing spot in fucking Daytona Beach and just get the hottest
Or
fucking
do
sauce
that,
you
yeah,
can.
Find a place
you could
that
buy-
does like ridiculous wings in that area.
Yeah,
we'll
watch
find
me
something.
sweat my dick off. Like, I'll do that.
Yeah, we find a place that does a hot wing eating like thing. You know, like all those places have like you can't eat 10 in less than 10 minutes or some shit like that. And we'll all do it. Yeah. We'll find something. Something like that. That sounds good. I like this idea. Look, come give us your ideas. We got to wrap up. It's been 2 hours. We got to
Yeah.
get
go,
into the
boys.
poker room. We got less than an hour until it's New Year's on the East Coast. If you want to
New
join
Year's.
us, in the Discord, you want to
Still
come
got
hang out.
5 hours.
You got 5 hours? That's fucking sucks for you,
I got
bro.
like 4 hours, guys. I'm chilling right now. What is it?
We'll
Like
be in
9
the new
o'clock?
year while y'all are in the past.
3
That's
I got
right.
3 a little under 3 hours. Let's go. Onto the Discord.
Yeah, let's go to the Discord. Come join us. Links are in the description for everybody. Go ahead and go find it.
No
Love
plugs tonight. Fuck y'all. Have a great
Yeah.
night. Thank y'all for coming. I don't know why you listen to us over here. We're just horrible podcasters. I don't know why you listen to the talking heads of the fucking internet, but thank you guys for coming out here. It was a great show. Leighton, thank you for joining us. Mitch, if you know where Jim Crosby went, please reach out to him, and we need to get him back here for like a follow-up show on camera so that we can find out more about like how Jim and Tim got separated at birth.
Yeah, we got. I want to know.
Someone's gonna have to explain to me after the show what you're talking about, but okay.
Anyway,
I figured you might know him.
Yeah, here we go. Everybody have a good night. It's a man, baby.
I'm just saying, it could be an ugly woman.
Met a boy. Oh my god.
Yo, I'm just saying, TikTok hoes do this